Yeah, okay, Roxanne, I just saw your text about you having a Home Depot bucket flying at you while driving in today. Hey, folks, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here, 6 o'clock exactly here on a Wednesday. And I just checked my text a moment ago, and Roxanne says a Home Depot bucket. That's the 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And they're Home Depot orange. They're kind of ubiquitous. You see the Home Depot orange buckets all over the place. And one was flying at you. And where was this? This was what road?
This was right after I got over the hump on the bridge.
On the Howard Franklin Bridge. So you're telling me that you were able to see the Home Depot logo? You're driving 75 miles an hour. You were able to see the Home Depot logo coming right at you?
Well, it's orange. It's orange with white letters, and it was rolling towards me. I just knew, it's weird. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, it was definitely a Home Depot bucket. And it had stuff flying out of it. Like, I think a rock did hit part of me. And it was just like careening down the middle of the bridge.
It probably fell off somebody's truck, right? That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, I'm trying to find the Home Depot music on my... Andrew, can you help me find the Home Depot music, please? I can't find the damn thing.
That was the weird thing, because that music was playing while it was rolling at me.
No, it wasn't.
She's listening to a commercial for Home Depot while she's getting pummeled by a Home Depot bucket.
It's about to play here if I can find the damn sound effect.
Dun, 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 dun.
So many audio bites. And so many damn. Where's Andrew? Andrew? Where's the Home Depot music?
He's looking.
Do we have it handy? I know it's on my button bar. I just can't find the damn thing.
It should be.
Oh, there we go. All right.
It was like rolling at me. Da, da, da. Here I come.
At the Home Depot, we've got a bucket that's going to be hitting Roxanne's car at 70 miles an hour after it falls out of a contractor's truck. It's an unsecured load. If you're looking for unsecured loads, you want stuff purchased at the Home Depot, where doers get things done. Is that theirs, or is that the Tractor Supply, or not Tractor Supply, but
Lowe's?
No, what's the other one?
Ace?
Granger. I confuse the Granger logo or Granger slogan with Home Depot. Would doers get things? What is Home Depot's?
I thought it was
where doers do it best.
Yeah, no. How doers get more done. Yeah, that's the Home Depot deal.
Well, I'll tell you how doers get more done. They just half-ass it when they're putting their loads in the back of their truck. They don't even secure them, and they fly out. That's how they get more done. They just move quickly, but not effectively.
Were you able to dodge the Home Depot bucket coming right at you, or did it hit your vehicle?
No, it did not hit my vehicle.
How
but
close did it come to your vehicle?
I mean, my estimate is 5 inches.
Did it go to the left, to the right? Did it sail over?
It sailed to the left, as I swerved to the right.
All right. Well, at least it was like bright orange, so you could actually see it coming at you. And did you see the truck that it flew out of?
No, I didn't. It was like I got over the hump, and then it was just coming at me.
And there's just Home Depot in your face. Andrew, give me the music again, would you please? Give me the Home Depot music, and help me find it on my button. There we go. Roxanne's on the Howard Franklin Bridge, driving into the MJ Morning Show. And here comes Home Depot to record day. And there were rocks coming out of the bucket as well?
Yeah, all kinds of crap in it.
All right, well, I'm glad it didn't hit your vehicle. And did you see when you were turning, well, you don't come our way, but you two do, Fester and Froggy. Did you see the trash can in the middle of the turn lane as you were turning into the office park? So left, as you turned off of MLK, there was like a big giant trash can. Just
There's a little grass divider there, isn't there?
no, there's no grass divider.
No, there isn't that there. Okay.
So you turn into our office park. Hold on,
I didn't see it.
How would you not see it?
didn't
It's
see
sitting
it.
right in the middle of the. Maybe
I
somebody.
didn't see it either.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you know what? I was there at about 5:30, so I was about half an hour before you guys. Maybe somebody smashed it out of the way, or maybe somebody picked it up. But there was a damn trash can I had to drive around. So I don't know what it is with buckets and trash cans today, but we got something going on here.
Some saboteur was waiting to throw it at Roxanne as she drove by. She
So,
takes a different way.
I arrive in the studio this morning, and there is this USPS priority mail box all taped up, and it's not quite perfectly squared off. It's looking a little Unabomber-y.
Okay.
So, hey, Andrew, did you place this in the studio, or was this somebody else? Did you see this, or?
I saw it this morning. It was already in the room when I got here.
Oh, it was already here. All right, so somebody placed this box in the studio, and you're going to love this. It's to MJ Morning Show, care of mystery merch. And then in parentheses, it says late.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say it's a little late because we did mystery merch back in, what, March?
I love this
April?
person. Yeah, they send out their Christmas cards like in May.
So
It looks pretty stacked with stuff.
should we? It is. It looks like it's all jammed up. They couldn't even close the box properly, so it's all, it's all like bowed out and everything. I'm holding it up to MJ TV. Should we open up the mystery merch box right now?
Yes.
Should we do it?
No, do it next break.
Why would I do it
You
next?
gotta take a break soon, don't you?
I do have to take a break.
Well,
All
look at
right.
me being responsible.
I guess.
Mhm.
I guess
You know
we'll-
what? Screw it. Open now.
Yeah, I mean, you are about to be Employee of the Month.
Hang on a
You
minute.
just
All right,
lost it.
I'm going to open up the box right now is what I'm going to do. I wish I had a razor blade. I'm going to use a pen to open up the bottom. Okay, mystery merch is opening up. And
What is it?
What is it?
it's
Is that Grady?
a Sheriff Grady Judd
That's awesome.
bobblehead.
That's pretty cool.
That's great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the Sheriff Grady Judd from Polk County. It's the bobblehead in a nice box. And hang on a minute, let me open it up. I'm gonna take the bobblehead out live on the air.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Put it behind you. He'll watch over the show and protect us.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I need to call up Sheriff Chad Chronister later this morning and find out where the heck is the Sheriff Chad Chronister
Yeah, for real.
HCSO bobblehead. That's what I got to find out. All right, so man, this thing is packed in. Oh, look at this.
It's pretty well packed. You can't have to hit bobble while it's in transit.
Oh man, it's even got a police car on the base.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy,
wow.
look at this thing. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Here we go. I'm holding this thing up. It's the Sheriff Grady Judd bobblehead.
So that's the commemorative bobblehead they came out with
Yeah.
for his 50th anniversary.
And then there's even an old Polk County sheriff's cruiser that he's standing in front of. This is a pretty elaborate bobblehead.
that is how his first cruiser looked. There's
Really?
a big picture of him in his office in that pose in front of that cruiser, and that's what they got the.
What is that, an old Ford LTD?
It looks like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
it might be an
Badass.
old like 70s Ford LTD. Oh, that's great. Look at that.
Is the hood signed?
Oh, it is. The hood is actually signed Grady.
All right.
Look at that. Folks, I'm holding up the Grady Judd. I remember hearing about this.
Yeah.
And also recently there was a story that the Grady Judd coins were back. Aren't they back right now? So you got to love a sheriff with his own merch, It's,
Yeah.
All right, so
Before we go to jail, I'm going to take you to my merch store. Or maybe on the way out of jail, like at Disney, you go on the ride, and then you go into the merch store on the way out.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For souvenir.
Yeah, theme parks that after you leave the attraction, it dumps you right through the gift store. Hey, Andrew, our producer, was just at Disney last week, so he's well aware of getting dumped out into the merch store. Mommy, Daddy, I want this. I want that. Mommy, please, can I have it? And then if you don't get it, no, we're not. Then they start throwing a tantrum and, arms and legs are going all over the place.
I finally stopped putting up those tantrums.
Hey, thank you to, God, who sent this?
So, whoever sent it,
It's initials SVO, maybe SUO. I don't know. So
Whoever sent it, thank you.
thank you very much for the Grady Judd bobblehead. I appreciate it. As we get rolling. Hey, traffic might be a little gnarled up on Dale Mabry. Beyonce. Did anyone have any idea that Beyonce was at Ray J tonight?
I found out this morning.
What?
I didn't know.
Wait a minute. I don't. Do a lot of people know that Beyonce is? Well, there are tickets still available. It's not sold out, by the way. So tickets are still able to be had. All right, hang on. We'll get into that later on. Just get rolling here, folks. 6:09. It's the MJ Morning Show. It's a busy Wednesday broadcast. Don't move. Pat's got traffic. What's going on?
Still very quiet on the roadways. I-4 westbound coming out of Plant City, not a problem yet, but that should change in the next 20, 30 minutes. As far as Tuesday.
In Sync on the MJ Morning
That
Show.
wasn't in sync, dude.
What?
It was Backstreet Boys.
No, that was In Sync.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Holy cow, I thought it was the Backstreet Boys.
No, that was In Sync.
Yeah.
I
I get
realize.
them confused.
I realize that they're somewhat interchangeable, and
Holy cow.
I can understand how the mistake could be made. I was never an NSYNC and Backstreet Boys aficionado.
Well, I feel like a
and
boob.
I'm sure over the years I've confused some of their songs as well, but I can assure you that was NSYNC. And how do I know that? Because the freaking computer says, I want you back NSYNC.
Okay,
It
well,
doesn't say, I want you back Backstreet Boys, okay?
I guess that's a good indication.
Otherwise, I might have made that same damn mistake. Just thought I'd point that out. All right, you got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 622. All right, I got a lot to cram in this segment. First of all, Fester.
What's up?
I asked you to do something. It's like you're almost like deliberately spitting in my face by not doing it.
I don't
And
know.
it's been running for how many months?
What did he? Oh.
What?
Yeah, Fester knows what it is. Now, I've given him enough clue. I've asked you to do something. I asked you to change something,
Right.
and you haven't done it.
I haven't.
And it's been running for how many months? So clearly I've given Fester enough clues to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. It just ran in the last commercial set.
Month and a half, I think it's been.
Oh,
Easily.
Which
Which
sloshy spot?
Oh, my God. It's the sloshy Circle K commercial. So Fester is endorsing Circle K, a fine convenience store, gas station. So Circle K, everyone knows Circle K. And Fester's been hired to do endorsements, just like I do endorsements here on the MJ Morning Show. And in the copy that Fester is reading, it sounds like food from Circle K is flying out of your mouth when you're speaking. Now, let me play the audio here. And I just heard this again in the last commercial set. And why didn't you take care of this like months ago when I asked you to?
I have a good reason, but play it.
Oh, yeah, it's called laziness.
No.
It's I'm lazy,
No.
is what it is. All right, here, listen.
Hey, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show for Circle K.
All right, so that's the commercial.
It's pretty good
It,
so
it's-
far.
it starts
So
out like
far.
that.
Huh?
And then in the middle of the commercial, this is the offending part. Listen.
Plus, when you buy Circle K products, you get every sixth one free.
Ugh.
We're
Oh,
talking.
God. You get it's like suffering succotash. Every 6 1.
He's only been in the business 30 years. Give him some time.
Somebody get me a paper towel. I've just spit all over myself.
Is it possible that he had a big gulp Slurpee in his mouth or something?
I certainly would
Well,
never have
well,
a big gulp
I'm
Slurpee
sorry,
in my
not
mouth.
a big gulp of.
But I
That's 7-Eleven.
I would never
I'm sorry.
have
That's-
a big
That would
gulp
not
in my
cross
mouth.
your lips.
Roxanne, we're talking about Circle K, and you're whipping out 7-Eleven trademarks. What the hell's the matter with you? What are you trying to lose this Circle K account?
A big sip. A
What-
big sip.
Whatever you think you're doing right now, you're not helping.
You're not helping.
Okay,
You're making things worse.
I love you.
You're gonna
but-
You're gonna cause the sponsor's gonna cancel.
What's this? He was drinking a big gulp. He's out of here.
All right, listen, Fester, please.
All right.
Stop, dude.
Fester. Come on, you gotta fix this, please. Listen.
Plus, when you buy Circle K products, you get every sixth one free.
Oh, every 6 1 suffering succotash.
Can I go cut some?
Watch out. What? Yes.
Can I cut some voice tracks on whatever mic you were on and get just a good dose of immunity from all the bacteria?
Oh my
and mung
God.
or mung or whatever you call it.
That was like an ounce of spit that you put on that microphone.
I used your mic, Roxanne.
Oh God, where did you record that?
I have to, because I don't know how to work the production equipment. I have to record my commercials in the studio.
All right, this is unbelievable. After all of these years, seriously, Fester does not know how to use the equipment. After
of it.
all of these years,
None of it.
so you had to tell Andrew to hit the record button while you stood in front of your microphone,
Yes.
and you went suffering. Here it is again.
Plus, when you buy Circle K products, you get every sixth one free.
Every 6 1 free.
Right.
God.
I was sitting right here at my microphone. Andrew was over there with some little box that has record on it. I don't even know what the box is called. And he recorded it and cut it down.
Can you please re-record that? When I hear it, it drives me crazy. I hate sloshy mouth noises.
Ugh. Why don't you eat a whole thing of peanut butter before you do your next spot?
You know what? Circle K has peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Unbelievable. Guess what?
What?
I'm going to give you hints, and I want you to guess what I'm talking about. And then there was one. And then there was one.
It could be anything.
I mean, that's the clue.
87. 89.
I hate this game.
Sometimes 91. 93.
Oh, wait, hold. No? I don't know.
This is so
You're-
obscure.
Is it octane?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Oh, Andrew, were you on the air or off the air?
He was on.
Was that on the air?
Yeah.
Your guess was what?
Was that octane?
Octane is the correct answer. What am I talking about?
Should have known something nerdy related to gas stations that you can alert people about.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It does have to do with gas stations.
Yes.
There's only one gas station?
Why is my ding 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 not working? Hey, Andrew, my ding ding ding's not working over here.
That sounds like a personal issue.
Nice, Andrew.
Burn. Look at Andrew with his zingers.
Oh, hang on, man. Maybe that...
Is it plugged in the back?
Oh, guess I didn't plug in the actual audio connector.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I gotta, because my little button machine that makes the sounds, I take this thing and I lock it in my cabinet every day after the show because I own this personal instant replay button sound effect machine. That's my personal unit.
Yeah, that's your
And-
leverage for the contract negotiations. I'm taking my sound effects with me.
I'm going home. I'm hitting the ding 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 button and I see the machine is going, but it's not coming out over here. So there we go. I had to plug in the XLR connector to actually make the audio come out over the console here. Yeah, so gasoline's the correct answer. So try and put it all together.
There's only one.
And then there was one, and then we've ascertained that I'm speaking about gasoline. Any idea?
You go to one of your gas stations.
There used to be two, and now there's just one. And the remaining one thinks you're such an imbitard, that you're such an idiot, that there's no way you could possibly do this yourself. Am I giving enough clues yet?
Not really.
I'm more confused.
Is there one full service gas station where they pump the gas for you?
You're getting close. I'm just going to
I
say
don't know
what it is.
what.
Only one state remains where you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
Oh, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, so it used to be, it was Oregon and New Jersey.
Yeah, I remember I stopped in New Jersey and they came out and did the whole thing.
Oh, man, if you try to grab the nozzle,
Yeah.
they freak out on you.
Right.
Oh, son, please, no. You know.
Why? They think you're going to blow it up?
Yeah, they think that you're such a moron. New Jersey is the only state left. Oregon used to be the second state, and it's been changed. A law has been signed into effect. New Jersey's now the only state that prohibits you from pumping your own gas. Yeah, Oregon just lifted their 72-year ban. Oregon's governor, blah, 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 signed the bill on Friday, which allows gas buyers to choose between using an attendant or doing it themselves. Yeah, because putting your credit card in the slot and choosing your gas octane, taking the nozzle off and putting it inside your gas tank, that is such a highly skilled operation. So New Jersey now, New freaking Jersey is the last state. You cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. The attendant has to do it for you. Why? Because they think it's such a dangerous feat. You have tens of millions of gallons of gas that get pumped in this country every single day. There is a very low incidence of fires, or as Fester would say, very low incidence of fires. So
I would extinguish my own fires if I said it that way.
So New Jersey thinks that you are a clod. They think that you are an absolute imbecile, an imbitard. You cannot possibly pump your own gas. So New Jersey is the last state in the country where they have to have an attendant pump your gas.
Is that true for even like truckers who have 200 gallons of like diesel that they're loading?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
I believe that's the case.
I don't know.
I think it's all gas. And in New Jersey also, like when you go to a public restroom, they have someone there to wipe your butt because they don't think you're capable of
That's
doing
helpful.
They don't think you're capable of doing that either. Yeah,
I
yes.
hope they go front to back.
Yes,
Are those attendants?
What?
Are those attendants union members?
No, I don't think they're unionized. Yeah, Rox.
Do you think that cuts down on crime in any capacity? Because I feel like whenever we're doing a morons in the news, like 30% of the time it will occur at a gas station. If there's an attendant there, then maybe there's going to be less
You know what?
funny business.
That's a interesting angle. Why don't you research that and give me a 12-page report?
Damn, 12.
Single spaced.
Give me a 12-page report by tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I'll let you
Okay.
present that on the show. Anyway, it's just so dumb to me. You can't pump your own gas. And I remember that sometimes you'll sit there and wait because if you're like on the Palisades Parkway before you get to the George Washington Bridge and there's an Exxon station over there, or maybe it's Mobil, and it used to be an Esso when I was a kid, then it became Exxon. So, you want to like pump your own gas because sometimes you're sitting there, you're waiting for the attendant to deal with like 18 other cars over there, and it's like, what the? And you grab it, you start pumping yourself, and they freak. Oh no! They freak out on you, man. All right, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, great batch of early morons in the news. Next, we've got another Home Depot angle after the bucket flew at Roxanne's car on the way in this morning. Hold on, 6:33. We're back in minutes with early morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, if you're... Interestingly, I've got a Home Depot related story, and this morning on the way in, Roxanne had to dodge a flying orange Home Depot bucket that was flying at her SUV at, what, you were going, 70 miles an hour probably, I'm guessing?
For thereabouts, yeah.
On the Howard Franklin Bridge, and maybe that was a sign. I've been holding on to this story. I've had this story actually, I think, since last week. And I just haven't gotten around to it. I try to get to everything in a very, very timely fashion. But, listen, if you do the math here, it's just impossible. We've got so much content. I just can't get everything in, when I want to get it in. So sometimes I got to, toss things out or, just get to it a little later. And this was sort of a reminder when I saw your text this morning that you had a Home Depot bucket coming at you. It was almost like a sign. Like I saw a sign that I had not done this Home Depot story, which I've been kind of holding on to. It's been in my pile here. And that's that a Florida pastor, a Florida pastor was involved in a Home Depot theft racket to the tune of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Pastor?
Yeah. A local pastor was one of multiple people arrested for their alleged involvement in a Home Depot theft racket. Yeah, Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody and Robert Dell, a pastor, Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody said that Robert Dell, a pastor at the Rock Church here in Pinellas County and founder of a halfway house for those recovering from drugs and an addiction to drugs in St. Pete, was arrested for operating this massive, massive multi-million-dollar theft ring. So Ashley Moody said that Robert Dell, and 4 other associates were arrested for stealing merchandise like DeWalt and Milwaukee power tools from Home Depot.
Those
are nice.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, the merchandise, which officials said added up to over $1 million, was stolen from Home Depots across several counties, including Hillsborough, Pinellas, Polk, and then they were selling the merch on eBay. And you're not going to believe this. Do you know what the account name? Do you know what the username that he was using on eBay was?
Pastor Shoplifter.
You're very, very close. Anointed Liquidator.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. That's in your face. Jeez.
Officials said, according to ABC Action News, that Robert Dell had threatened abuse and used the positions of being a pastor and founder of the halfway house to manipulate vulnerable people into committing the crimes. So he would have people in the halfway house that he was running, they're alleging that he would send them out to steal the merch at Home Depot. I mean,
That's just called delegating.
How evil is that? You got folks that are in a halfway house. You have folks that have been released from prison after doing their time and having to go to a halfway house before a full release, and you're using them to do your ugly, dirty bidding by going to Home Depots and ripping off Milwaukee and DeWalt power tools? What kind of sick are we dealing with here?
He probably told him the Lord wants them to do it.
The Lord wants you to steal this drill.
Yes.
Yes.
It's your commandment. Thou shalt steal drills.
You will go to Home Depot and steal that circular saw, that drill set, whatever, right?
They have a good Ryobi section there, too. I would steal some of that.
The battery stuff?
Stuff.
All right, you got DeWalt is yellow. Milwaukee is like a light blue. Oh, what is
Milwaukee's red.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Am I sure? Am I sure? Yes, Milwaukee's red.
Oh, it is. I guess it is. Milwaukee.
Go ahead. Quiz me.
Ryobi's blue.
Ryobi's green, fluorescent green.
But we're asking a colorblind person, too.
Wait a sec. See, I have DeWalt. So my drill set is yellow DeWalt. All right, so I shouldn't challenge you. Yes,
No,
sir.
no.
All right, so
He just knows his...
You're right. Milwaukee is red.
Makita is red.
Makita's red as well.
Yes.
So what's the blue one? There's like a light blue.
Cobalt.
All right.
Cobalt.
No, I don't know. I'm thinking of Cobalt makes like hand tools.
There it is. Cobalt is blue.
I know that.
It's more of a royal blue.
But there's a lighter blue. I can see it in my head. There's a lighter blue than the Cobalt blue on the Cobalt brand that they sell, I think, at Home Depot, right?
You of Husqvarna?
No. What is the blue one? There's a blue power tool. Anyway, can you believe this guy? This guy's a pastor who's running a halfway house, and he's got this $1 million theft ring where they're ripping off crap from Home Depot and then putting the stuff on eBay? They said that he used his position of being a pastor and founder of the halfway house to manipulate these vulnerable people. Wow. Then there were co-conspirators, Daniel Mace and Jessica Wild. They stole a majority of the merchandise from stores 5 to 6 times a day on average.
Holy cow.
5 to 6 times a day they're ripping off stuff from Home Depot.
Wouldn't they recognize you after a little while?
What kind of pastor are we dealing with here? What? This is horrific.
Dealing with a pastor with a very well-built church.
This is unbelievable.
Makita might be blue.
Makita, that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. That's the light
yes,
blue. Makita. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yes.
I got about 15 texts
Thank
to
you.
my personal line.
Oh, really?
Makita. Tell them it's
'cause
Makita.
I can see it. I can see the light blue power tool, and it's 100%. It's Makita. I just couldn't think of it.
Thank
So
God we
thank
got
you
that
very
out
much.
of the way.
You know what? And it's amazing that when we don't come up with something, or if we're trying to rack our brains on something, people call the regular studio lines here at 800-990-1047. But very often these days, folks are just texting Fester to his private cell phone, which of course everyone knows Fester's private cell phone number, and that is.
Oh, 813-310-8444. It's right behind you on the camera.
Right. So if you're trying to get through and you can't get through on the regular phone lines, you can just go ahead and just text Fester.
It's so funny if you stand by Fester at any time during the show, he gets texts constantly. His phone's going off with the most random stuff. It's
over my
unbelievable.
shoulder, right behind me on MJTV. I'm pointing to it right now on MJTV. We've got a plaque behind me that has Fester's phone number. It says 813-310-8444.
Dude, speaking of my text line, my private cell phone, hey, dude, ask Froggy if he'd be interested in some old school WWF wrestling cards. I got a crap load of them for cheap.
Send them in.
He's trying
to sell them.
He's trying to sell them.
Oh, no, I want them for free.
No. He goes, he has a big lot looking for $150. You in?
$50, I'm in.
Well, I'll have him send pics.
Okay, send some pics. I got to see the condition.
I don't think that Froggy's going to whip out the coin.
I'll whip out something.
Whoa. Come on, really? You got to always go there.
Really,
what?
Early
bills.
Early morons in the news on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. But, man, that's a bad dude. That sucks. We're about to launch into the 7 o'clock hour. Don't forget, we also have an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ coming up at about 7:23 this morning. Also, Trip a Day is back on the MJ Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to get a nice staycation going? 3-day staycation at Plantation on Crystal River. We'll give away another one later today. Between 9 and 9:20, I'll give you today's song. So I'll give you the title, what you're listening for, between 9 and 9:20. When that plays later on during the day, be the 7th caller, and you'll win the staycation. Simple as that. It's the MJ Trip a Day right here on Q105. Do not, whatever you do, folks, do not miss out on the incredible offers going on right now at International Diamond Center. We are so lucky to have it. It is 7:02 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here on a Wednesday. We've been whacked over the head with artificial intelligence. I mean, we're hearing about it left and right. AI this, AI that. You know, oh, it's going to help our lives. It's going to take mundane jobs off the table and let AI do that. And all the way to AI is going to destroy humanity. I mean, we've run the gamut. We've heard all about AI, artificial intelligence. You know, there was a story that I saw, and this goes back months. In fact, I just asked Fester to type in artificial intelligence fast food drive-through. And a couple of stories came up because I remember seeing this a couple of months back. Turns out it was May.
Okay.
And a couple of TV stations. You know what happens in TV news? Let me tell you what happens. Let me give you a little inside baseball view of TV news. A lot of times, a TV station in a market does kind of a cool, like an undercover investigation, or they get some kind of a storyline or a theme or some kind of concept, and it's done in one market, and then other markets start copying the story. Oh, yeah, we had good luck with this story. Oh, yeah, it was great, and people are talking about it. So I remember seeing this. We might have even talked about it. All right, there it is. May. So back in May, oh, wow, yeah, two stations did it. So Fox 5 in Atlanta and also WPLG, which is Local 10 ABC down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So they both did the story back in May, and I can't remember whether we mentioned it back. I thought we did.
So we talked about it, and we asked if it was happening in the Bay Area.
Right, and this is back in May.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Well, guess what? This week, Fox 13 did the story. So I saw other TV stations were doing this back in May. Fox 13 locally just did the story. And again, this happens a lot. You know, you got friends that have news directors, in other markets, or you have a news director of one market or reporters in other markets, and they share ideas. Oh, yeah, this kind of worked for us. And so you'll see a lot of the same themes. Like, for instance, remember I told the story recently about bags that you drop off at the supermarket to recycle? You know, the plastic grocery bags you get at Publix or Winn-Dixie, whatever, Target bags, you name it. The plastic bags that we carry our crap out with at the stores, the single-use bags. And a lot of the stores these days, and even big box retailers, they have the collection boxes where you can bring all your old plastic bags to the store, and they're supposed to be recycled.
You jam them in the box. Yeah.
There was a TV station, it might have been ABC, I thought it was out in Los Angeles, where they wanted to know, hey, all these bags that people are dropping off to get recycled in the lobbies or the entrances to these grocery stores or big box stores, are these bags really getting recycled? And what they did was they put Apple AirTags in clumps of bags that they then dumped into the recycle bin at the supermarket or wherever, Home Depot. A bunch of these stores take back bags, and companies come pick them up. And you think you're doing a great thing, but they found out that a very large percentage of the bags that were getting picked up at these stores were just going to regular landfills.
Yeah, ABC News did that, and it was the national news. It wasn't out of a.
But they used, I think, their ABC stations.
They used 12 different affiliates across the country.
That's right. So I'm surprised that no one's picked up that story here in the Tampa Bay area. In Tampa Bay, the bags that you drop off, are those bags getting recycled? I'm surprised that not one of the TV stations, Channel 8, Channel 10, Channel 13, who am I forgetting? Channel 28.
WTOG 44.
Yeah.
The WB.
I don't think they have news anymore.
Oh, you
but,
don't?
But anyway, so I'm surprised that story hasn't been picked up to find out if the bags that people are dropping off here in the Tampa Bay area. But that's the point I'm trying to make, is that you have a lot of these interesting stories. It used to be they called them sweep stories, because the big sweeps months were like November, February, and May. So you'd see all like the juiced up promos for like a special news series to try to jack up the TV ratings. So the point I'm trying to make is that Fox 13, they did the artificial intelligence fast food drive-through story this week. And it's been done, because back in May, I remember we talked about this. For instance, bring up Fox 5 Atlanta. Just go ahead and hit that. This is from May 17th, so some months ago.
There's going to be a pop-up.
And there's going to be a pop-up ad on this thing.
Yeah,
Let the thing play. But the bigger picture here is, do you really want to have this unnatural? Here, listen. Bring up the audio. You got to hit
is the future, but the future is here when it comes to this technology already. The Fox 5i team's Dana Fall joins us with one of the ways you'll likely be using it this summer. You told us you're going to keep us up to date with this?
Yes, because this is all new technology. It's kind of old, but it's new to us, and it's exploding, and it's getting ready to be everywhere, and I promise to help you and myself keep up with all of this.
I don't like this.
It's new to us, but beginning now to start being part of our everyday lives.
You see, I don't like
AI will be part of your fast food ordering this summer, and you will have no choice but to jump in and just go with it.
I don't want to go with it
at first, perhaps.
I want to talk to a real human being.
Of it. Here's what's happening. Next month, Wendy's will start taking drive-through orders with its pilot chatbot system called Fresh AI. The system, it's generated by Google, not only takes orders, but the internal robot's going to talk to you too. Real humans will be nearby to jump in if things aren't working just right. Again, it's a pilot
does not compute.
Project, so
I want a cheeseburger. I want a Dave's Hot and Juicy. I want double lettuce, extra ketchup. I want you to pick some of the seeds off the bun. All right.
My robot fingers can't do that.
Does not compute.
Malfunction. It's just gonna blow up.
So we did this on May 15th, and I can tell because I got text messages that day.
That's when we talked about AI. So Fox 13, they just did the story this week, and we pulled some audio of, I guess they showed the AI drive-through ordering being done at Checkers.
So that's in May. We had several people contact us and say Checkers is already doing it.
Right. All right, but I wanted to point this out. I wanted to play some of the audio because I'm sorry, it doesn't sound real.
Hold on, before you play that, MJ, I just want to revisit what she said. This first anchor who we just listened to.
That was from Fox 5 in Atlanta.
Yeah, so she was saying, you have no choice but to dive right in. You have no choice.
No, I do have a choice.
Yeah, I do have a choice. I don't have to freaking go there if I don't want to.
Exactly. If I don't want to talk to some stupid sounding machine that's like, hello, can I take your order, please? They don't sound natural.
Yeah,
if
it's almost
you want a bowl of Wendy's chili, you have no choice.
Well, you can walk in. I think there's still a human being inside, right? Well, that's going to change as well. Yes, Andrew.
Would you prefer...
That's true. Will it be clear?
All right, listen to this.
Do you want to add bacon?
All right, listen to do you want to add bacon? They can't make it sound more natural with all of the technology. They can't add a more natural sounding voice where you can't tell whether it's a machine or a real human being.
Listen, this is a problem for us because they want to get society used to hearing this kind of cadence and this kind of language from a robot, so then we can be replaced by robots.
And then guess what? You know what's going to happen? There's going to be a malfunction. And the AI robot's going to murder you at the drive-thru. That's what's going to happen.
Welcome to Checkers. Would you like to try our #1 combo?
Oh, that sounds so real. Welcome to Checkers. Would you like to try our #1 combo?
You can go ahead when you're ready.
You can go ahead when you're ready.
You can go ahead when you're ready.
Man, I'll tell you what. We ought to just go to these AI things and just confuse the hell out of them.
Yeah.
That's what we ought to. Oh, that's it.
I want a spatula burger.
That's what we got to do. We've got to get Buck and the video crew with you, and we got to come up with a script for you to read and just confuse the hell out of the AI at Checkers or wherever this is being used locally. That's what we need to find out.
Does that complete your order?
Does that complete your order?
She sounds hot.
Can we sound this? Or can we make this sound as unnatural and computer-like as possible? Can we make this sound like it's totally not definitely a human being? How about that? Okay. Hello. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Okay,
Hi. Let's go to the phones.
I think
Hello.
Rosie the maid sounded more natural.
Listen, it sounds better than a computer robot. I mean, it's stilted, but...
1630, thank you.
1630, thank you.
I'm sorry. It's just...
Do you want to add bacon?
Do you want to? Yes, Fester's nodding his head.
Yes, no. Yes, no.
Maybe.
What type of bacon is it? What's the manufacturer of the bacon? What is the meat to fat content? I mean, we need to confuse the hell out of it and try to get it on video. I want does not compute, and then have the damn thing just blow up.
I'm just trying to order a hamburger here. This damn computer doesn't get my order right.
I'm telling you right, I don't want to talk to that kind of AI computer stuff. And I just still can't believe that in this day and age, with all the technology that we have, that you've got stuff that just doesn't sound real. It sounds stilted and phony, that it is an AI-generated voice.
This sounds so much better than it did just a couple of years ago where everything sounded like a robot. It sounds pretty good for what it is.
Right.
I'm sorry. That doesn't sound good to me.
You can go ahead when you're ready.
Oh, you can go ahead when you're ready. It sounds phony. Why can't they get it to sound real?
Why don't they have you in a studio and just record every possible response, and then you can be like the AI bot?
Screw you. We don't want your business. Get your chunk of crap car out of my freaking drive-through lane.
Jalopy out of my drive-through right now.
You leave now, or I'm going to set your car on fire.
I saw a story on the Siri lady who does Siri.
Yeah.
And she has to voice over like everything in the world, and she does like video recordings that are like 12 hours long.
Oh my God.
I hope she makes a lot of money.
Anyway, so
She's Siri. I mean,
AI at the drive-through. I'm just not interested. I mean, I don't do a lot of drive-throughs anyway, but you know,
unfortunately,
yeah, I'm not dealing with AI. I'm not talking to some machine like that.
Well, let's go to Checkers. They have the double drive-through. I'll go to one, you go to the other. We'll blow the building up right in the middle.
We'll shut them down.
We gotta close the store.
Right.
Everybody leave.
7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. The latest on Wander Franco. And remember, we had the little blurb yesterday that there was chatter that the Dominican Republic, apparently there are 2 underage accusations now.
oh no.
Yeah, there are 2 of them, and we told you this yesterday, but now more information is coming out. Oh, also, a listener saw a recent story and said, hey, you ought to have Fester do this.
Oh, great.
Well, guess what? We already have.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little flashback coming up in just a bit. And a childhood nursery rhyme. Oh, boy. All right, maybe not what you thought. Yep, get into that coming up. Just a lot of stuff. I can't even tease everything that's coming up in minutes. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, we're back with an hour and 20 minutes nonstop next. So stand by. MJ Morning Show, Q105, 725, 1 hour, 20 minutes, nonstop. MJ starts right now. Hold on. Try to take it all in. Try to digest it all. One additional AI story. When did I first see this? I saw it earlier in the week. It's just been in the pile, but since I was talking about the fast food drive-through AI story, one other story, and this is that AI has a 95% accuracy rate of stealing your password just by listening to you click your keyboard, entering your password. How the hell does...
they all have the same beep, don't they?
Yeah. And they who trained it? It was Cornell. Was it Cornell that you said?
Yeah, I didn't say anything yet.
You didn't? Okay, then I imagined it. But I think I read this story.
Roxanne is hearing voices in her head. Hello, Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne. It's me. Roxanne, it's the voice in your head.
Oh, I don't believe me. There are a lot of them.
Yes.
It's confusing. But I believe it's these, really, really bright college students who are doing this. Like, can you find a better use of your brainiacness? Can you not train AI to do nefarious things?
Well, of course you can train AI AI is going to kill us all. All right,
for real.
It's going to destroy humanity. Hey, Fester, do you have the keyboard in front of you?
I do.
I want you to bring the keyboard to your microphone or bring your microphone to the keyboard, but also I need you to be able to speak.
Or meet in the middle.
I just want you to get in position. I want you to get ready.
I'm ready.
Let me just give you the story. So you type your password on your computer, and then AI, artificial intelligence. Oh, that's right. We have another. We could use the guest mic. We could use the guest mic for the keyboard.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So put it right on there.
All right.
Because I want to do a test. This is a test. This is only a test. So you type your password, and through artificial intelligence, listening to you make the keystroke on your microphone, they're saying that this program has a 95% accuracy rate in guessing your password just by your keystrokes. What? All right, listen to this. This is according to a new study. Yes, Roxanne. Researchers at Cornell University. I just said Cornell now for the very first time.
Did you say Cornell, Bill?
I did say. I said Cornell.
You said it out loud in the universe, not in my head. Okay.
Froggy,
Yes.
for $1,000 cash, where is Cornell University located?
Nebraska.
Corn.
It's not.
Oh, really?
Cornhuskers.
All right, for $2,000, where is Cornell University located?
Oregon.
What?
Oregon.
No. For $3,000, where is Cornell located?
Texas.
What?
Dead.
What are you saying?
Denton did it.
What?
Denton City.
What?
Alabama.
Alabama.
I don't know.
You have no idea where Cornell is?
I thought the Nebraska corn thing was kind of close.
Yeah, that was the closest one of the three.
Oh, Nebraska cornfields. Cornell.
I don't know.
Roxanne, do you know where Cornell's located?
No, I don't. I really don't. I mean, I can throw out some guesses. New Jersey?
No, no, Princeton. It's an Ivy League school. Princeton is in New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
God, do you really guess it? These are major Ivy League schools. You don't know where they're located?
I'm not a northeastern.
Oh, come on. Where's Harvard? Where's Harvard located?
Boston.
Okay,
Boston.
okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's easy.
I've seen that movie.
How about Brown University? Where's Brown located?
New York.
No, it's not. It's Providence, Rhode Island. Come on.
I had no idea about that.
You guys don't know where Cornell is?
Where did you go to school?
Where's Yale? Where's Yale?
Yale. I'm going to guess New York.
No!
Connecticut.
Yes, Connecticut. New Haven.
That's right, New Haven.
Great New Haven pizza like Salia Pizza and Frank Pepe Pizza.
They went to the Yale of pizza making school.
I got a big pizza update coming up in a minute.
Oh, can't wait.
All right. But,
I'm dying to know where Cornell is.
Well, Andrew asked the question, and that is,
where did you go to school?
I went to Ithaca College in Ithaca, and I worked at the Cornell radio station, though. So Cornell is in Ithaca, New York, which is gorgeous. Gorge? That's the gorge. They have a lot of gorges. Ithaca is gorgeous, yeah.
That's funny.
Used to be these green bumper stickers all over the place with white font that said Ithaca is gorgeous, Gorges. So, all right, so AI, Cornell did this test. They reported that artificial intelligence can listen to the keystrokes that you make on your computer keyboard and steal your passwords with 95% accuracy. How the hell is that? when the researchers tested an AI model listening to keystrokes, they trained the model to listen in on the intensity, waveform, and time of each keystroke. The model listened for the keystrokes on a MacBook Pro and was able to repeat them with up to 95% accuracy? What? All right, Fester, I want to do a test now.
No way.
All right, is mic 4, our guest mic, is that on the keyboard in front of you? All right, thank you.
Yes.
All right, now, Fester, I want you to think of a password.
Okay.
All right, and I want you to type that password right now. Go. Butt monkey. I don't know. Come on. All right, here, do me a favor.
All right.
Push A. Push B. Push C. Come on.
This is so stupid.
Come on. It all sounds as, come
Yeah,
on.
it really does.
How the hell can AI guess passwords having a microphone connected to artificial intelligence? How could it tell you what your password is with 95? That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Fester, type in another password.
Go ahead. All right. Get the microphone even closer so I can, a little louder. Go. How long is it going to take you?
I got a microphone.
He really does
All right,
have.
go.
Tanktosaurus.
What did you say? Pegasaurus? What did you say?
Pegasaurus.
No. What did you type?
I typed in jerk face.
Come on. How is this possible?
You know, this is a new Hal Herman game.
Yeah. Name the type keys.
Fester's going to top a word.
All right, I love it. Let's go to the phones right now. Hey, are we ready to play? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
What about typing?
All right, let's go. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So Hal Herman's the host. Fester's like the Vanna White.
Yes.
All right, so
Vanna Fat.
So Fester's going to type a word, and you have to guess what word is being typed on the keyboard.
Vanna Wide, everybody. Vanna Wide.
It's Vanna Wide?
Vanna Wide. Thank you for being here, Vanna.
I don't appreciate it at all.
All right, so who's gonna be the first maiden voyage contestant here?
Call up now.
Brand new. It's
we need a name.
We need a catchy name for the show.
Type.
No, AI. It's got to be like AI keystroke joke or something. Come on. All right, so let's go. Let's go to the phones. 800-990-1047.
You're really doing this.
Oh, we're doing it, folks.
Get ready, Hal.
All right, there's only going to be one contestant, I'm guessing here. Probably just one and one only. So Fester's going to type on the keyboard, and you have to listen to the keystrokes and guess what word is being typed. Okay?
This is going to be great.
It's the new AI keystroke joke. All right, let's line up some contestants right now. If you would like to guess what Fester's typing, 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones right now if you would like to be the first and maybe only contestant on Keystroke Joke here on the MJ Morning Show. So,
keystroke joke is much better than my name for it.
What is that?
AI hole. But
that's good.
Oh, I kind of like that.
I know. I mean,
I kind of like AI hole.
MJ,
Like we're ever going to play this again.
we can play this every week. It's limitless, the amount of opportunities.
I'm thinking that this is the one and only time we'll ever play this game.
Let's not be so negative about it.
Is what I'm thinking. So I think we're just going to test out with one. Maybe we'll take two. Maybe we'll take two. All right, let's. We got contestants that are being screened right now. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for it. What do you want to call it, Hank?
AI.
Oh, hold on. Hal. I'm sorry. I called you Hank.
Who's Hank?
All right. Well, do the big intro. Let's go.
Welcome to AI Hole, the new game where you call up and guess what Vanna Wide is typing. Very simple game. You know the number. 847. What's the number?
It's 800 990
1047. Yes. Call us up. Let's do it.
Get on the line.
All right. Say hi to Timothy and Holiday. He's the first contestant.
What's up, Timothy?
Timothy.
What's up? What's up?
You ready to play the hottest game show, taking America by storm?
You ready there, buddy? Timothy, let's go. All right, so tell him what to do there.
I just changed the name of the
Hal.
game.
What is
We're
it?
playing American Idol.
American
Oh, yes. That's a
American
good one.
Idol?
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Timothy, do you like that?
Welcome to the Hill.
Yeah.
All right.
All
All
right,
Good.
Timmy
I like
boy.
that one.
right, go ahead and tell Vanna Wide what to do.
All right, now Vanna Wide
Yes.
is going to type in a password. You have to guess what it is. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Here we go.
It's just a word, right?
Yeah, let's go. Type it in. Okay.
Oh, God, that's so easy.
All right, what is the password, Timothy?
Junk munch.
Junk Munch.
Good guess.
Let's see if it is Junk
Is
Munch.
it Junk
Vanna
Munch?
Wide?
Oh, no.
You're close. I thought I heard a J in
All right,
there, too.
Vanna Wide, what was the password?
It was herpes with a capital H.
Oh, the capital. That's what got
Oh, well, you got the junk
That
part
was
right.
All right, yeah, this game's gonna suck. All right, I'll tell you what. The phones are loaded here. I'll take just a few more. How about Jim in Sun City? Jim, say hi to Hal Herman
Hey, Jimmy boy.
and his cousin Hank Herman.
Hey, Hal. Hey, Hank.
Hi.
There's no Hank.
There's no Hank,
All right,
stupid.
all right, Hal, say hi to Jim.
Hey, Jimmy boy, how's it going? You ready to play the world's hottest game show?
Let's play.
American Idol.
All right, Festa, type in a word.
All right.
Type in a password. Okay. All right.
Oh, that was long.
What
Well, they want passwords to be long and unique.
What was that password, Jim?
Wiener.
Oh, man, it's
Good
Wiener.
thinking.
Let's go to Vanna White and see if Wiener was the password.
Hold on. Did you say weird or wiener?
Wiener.
Oh, wiener.
Of course he said Wiener.
Is it wiener? No. Vanna Wide, what was it?
It was monkey fungus.
Monkey fungus. That's what we're looking for.
With a
Close.
capital
You
H.
are kind of close.
All right. Bobby,
There's no way you're going to take another call.
look
huh?
at this.
We've
No,
got-
no women are interested in this. It's only guys calling in.
And they're all
Why?
going to say, like, fart head and stuff like that.
Okay, dude, that was my next one.
Oh, sorry.
Bobby, say hi to Hal Herman.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Hal. Where's Al Pacino?
I'm over here just waiting for my turn.
Okay, it's not-
Hey, he's off mic over there, just hanging out.
This isn't Al Pacino's
All right,
game.
Bobby, listen to this password. What is it? Go. Okay. What did Fester just type in?
Here it is.
All right, dude, if you're going to make a joke, hit different keys.
All right. What's the password?
Let's see. Mud.
Mud.
Oh.
Is it mud?
Oh.
No. All right, Vanna Wide, what was it?
It was crotch face.
Oh, crotch face. Yes.
Come on, try to pay attention.
No crotch face, exclamation point, asterisk, dollar sign.
I didn't put any hyphens or ampersands or anything.
Was instead of the O in crotch, was it a zero? Thanks for the call. All right, last call.
Oh, my goodness.
Last call. No one's gotten this right.
Of course not.
AI is shooting 95% according to Cornell on guessing your password just by listening to your keystrokes.
Could we get a robot on the line?
Yeah, all right, last one. Let's grab Adam and Brandon. Hey, Adam, go ahead.
Hey.
Turn your radio all the way down. Yeah, the 20-second delay is going to drive you freaking nuts. All right, so
sir, I got you.
Adam, listen to this quickly.
Here we go.
Go ahead and type Vanna Wide.
All right, here we go.
Dude, you got to make the keys click a little louder for air.
I'm trying. The microphone has to be close to it. Here we go. I'm starting again. All right.
Delete. I know that one.
I go.
There
Okay. What is the password?
Obesity.
Is it obesity?
Vanna Wide?
Oh, my God. You're
no,
wrong.
it's not. All right,
Close,
what
close.
was the password?
It was armpit juice. I'm really not good at cooking.
All right, thank you for playing along. Ladies and gentlemen, a complete game show failure on American Idol. Guess the keystroke. Anyway, absolute, complete, total failure. But is that not nuts? Do I believe this, that Cornell has an AI computer detection deal that can guess your password just by listening to the keystrokes? I'm sorry. I want to see that actually happen.
I don't.
They'll start with your password and they'll get it.
I'm gonna have to drive up State Street and and check this out up at Cornell is what I'm thinking about it.
Next trip.
All right, folks. I hate to do this. I hate to ruin a childhood nursery rhyme, but I saw a video that's circulating online on social media. I saw this last night, and the old "it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring." You're familiar with that?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think I know the next line.
Yeah,
though.
like for instance, here's a kid's traditional version.
It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and he bumped his head and he couldn't get up in the morning. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and he bumped his head and he couldn't get up in the morning.
All right, so that's
Is that the Bob Saget nursery rhyme?
all right, so that's a traditional kids version. Of course, what big like 70s, early 80s power group worked that into one of their songs? It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Huge hit, a late 70s power group, smash hits. Any idea?
Green Jello?
What? Green Jello?
Yeah, they had a nursery rhyme song.
No!
They did Three Little Pigs.
Come on. All right, Roxanne, what song is this?
I don't know this song. I was going
Hold
to
on,
guess Blame It on the
you've never
Rain.
heard this song?
No.
Hold on. You've got to be kidding me. You've never heard this song?
Let me
All
get into
It's raining. You've never
No.
heard this
Okay,
song?
no.
Hold
It
on.
wasn't a smash.
Hold on. Are you saying "It's Raining" in Supertramp's song is because of this nursery rhyme?
No.
Because it's Raining Men
Guys,
was the first thing that came to
no,
my mind.
No, at the end of the song, at the very end of Supertramp,
Okay.
It's raining again. This is what happens. In the Supertramp song. Well,
Okay.
guess what? It's such a catchy little, happy little nursery rhyme.
Would the guy from Supertramp die after he fell and clocked himself in the head?
No, but the old man did. That's what that's about. The old man, he was so drunk, he had a hangover, and he was so drunk that he fell over. He banged his head. He couldn't get up in the morning because he was dead. That's what that's about. It's
Says who?
That's
Says the song.
That's it. That's what it's about. That is, and you know, hey,
They could really update it, like I said, about Bob
Oh,
Saget.
now
Yeah.
I get your Bob Saget joke. I didn't get it the first time you said it.
You didn't?
No, he's like, is that a Bob Saget nursery rhyme? I'm like, Bob Saget
but
didn't do
was it
nursery rhymes.
raining and pouring the night that Bob
No,
Saget
but he
went?
slipped on his tile.
He bumped his head and he went to bed.
Oh,
And,
didn't get up in the morning.
no.
No, his hot wife is all
Yeah,
alone.
the guy was so drunk that he couldn't walk a straight line. He was going to bed, stumbled, whacked his head probably on the bedpost, and he had like a subdural hematoma, and the guy croaked.
He died
So
in his sleep.
it's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. He bumped his head. He couldn't wake up in the morning. He died. The dude is dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, the song makes it pretty clear.
Well, I thought he just got up like at 10:30. You know, maybe got up like at noon, but no, he's
no,
dead.
no, the guy
He's gone.
expired.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an obituary for him at the funeral home.
Did Humpty Dumpty die too? Even though they put them back
Yeah,
together?
the Great Fall.
all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty back
He's
You
together.
know,
Yeah.
you know, Ring Around the Rosie, Pocket Full of You know that?
That's not good, right?
Well, do you know what that's about?
It's not something good, is what I heard. I heard you're not supposed to
It's
say
about
it
a
anymore.
girl whose ring got stuck on her
Ring
finger.
Around the Rosie, Pocket Full of Posy, ashes, all full. Well, there's a big misnomer on that one. People think that that's about the Black Plague. It's not. That is a complete misnomer because that goes back to, 1350s or whatever. And the earliest known of Ring Around the Rosie is like 1870s or 1880s. So that doesn't work. It's not about the Black Plague. So
What
anyway,
horrific event is row, row, row your boat about?
it's about the Titanic. It's the Titanic.
Life is but a...
Row, row, row your boat gently.
Actually, that's a very pleasant one.
Ice bag, straight ahead.
Life is but a dream.
So hate to have to blow up that cute little childhood nursery rhyme. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. The dude is dead. He's a drunk, and he fell over, clocked his head, and he had an aneurysm or some kind of brain bleed. And there were no MRI machines back then.
No.
And and he's expired. All right. Hey,
I kind of think some of these lullabies are a little like scary for kids because isn't Hush Little Baby? I've sung that to my kids before.
that's when a crazed bipolar mother took a pillow and put it over the baby's face.
Have you heard No Wire Hangers?
All right, moving along, folks. In minutes, I love you. I love you. I'll explain in just a minute. This is very interesting. I've got a quiz. I've got an MJ Morning Show. This is a very easy one. We're not going to make you listen to little chiclet sounds on a keyboard to guess what the word is. No, but first, hey, guess what? I've got a good pizza alert. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, this is big. Breaking news. I found another great New York slice, and I stumbled upon it. All right, you got to hear this. So Saturday, Michelle's out of town. So Chloe was taking the LSAT up in New Jersey outside of Manhattan. So Michelle flew up to help drive Chloe like an hour outside of the city to go to some testing center to take the LSAT last Saturday. Julian was in freaking Montreal on his last gasp summer trip with his high school graduating buddies before they all go off to college. So I'm all alone. And on Saturday, I was just running some errands, and I'm on Southdale Mabry, and I passed by this Sadie's Pizza. And it's Southdale Mabry, and it's just south of Kennedy. So, it's that little shopping center. You know what Batteries Plus is? I think it's Batteries and Bulbs now. You know where that little shopping center is? So Batteries and Bulbs, Batteries Plus, whatever the hell they're called now. And right next to them is this Sadie's Pizza. And I see like these big banners and signs. I'm like, that's new. I haven't seen that before. And then unbelievably, I was speaking to a friend of mine, Mark, a spinal surgeon buddy of mine. I was speaking to Mark, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about, hopping up to Colony Grill to get, this is Saturday night. I think I'm going to go up to Colony and grab a quick little bar pie. And he said, yeah, because he goes there quite a bit. And he said, yeah, maybe I'll meet you up there. And he's, have you heard about this Sadie's Pizza? I had a friend of mine say, man, it's really good that, when Pachi's, that then became Miro's Pizza in South Tampa, when they disappeared, it kind of left a void for great New York pizza in South Tampa. And I don't know what the status is, whether they're ever coming back. But the friend of Mark said, yeah, this is my new replacement for Miro's Pizza, formerly Pachi's. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Colony Grill anyway today. I'm having lunch with Andrew Duncan, Duncan Duo. We're going to meet for lunch today at Colony Grill at Midtown. So I'm going with the Duncan Duo dude today. So I'll be at Colony, and I love a good Colony, Stamford, Connecticut bar pie, and that's at Midtown. So I said, you know what? Let me go try this Sadie's. So I go into Sadie's. It's Saturday night. It's 9:37 when I walk in. They close at 10. And they had no more like slice pies, the house pie or the slice pie. And I said, yeah, can I get a couple of slices? And the dude said, yeah, let me make you a fresh one. So for a couple of slices, the guy makes a fresh pie.
That's cool.
Nice.
So I'm watching him make the pie, and I'm like, all right, this is looking good. Because you know what I've said about pizza? I can look at a pizza and tell you if it's in the game. I have looked at, people have said, MJ, you got to try this pizza. Oh, it's the best. Do you know how many people have told me over the years, oh my God, you got to try this pizza. It's so good. And either I try it and I spit it out because it's terrible, or
so obnoxious,
or I can just eyeball it. I've walked into places and I can see the pizza either coming out of the oven, or I can see if they've got slice pies that are sitting out, in the glass cabinet. I can just look at a pizza and with 99.9% accuracy tell you if that pizza is even in the ball game. So I'm watching the guy make the pie. I'm like, yeah, this is looking promising. Pie comes out of the oven. I'm like, ooh, this really is promising. And then he cuts me a couple of slices, and I'm like, wow, this is great. So I'm telling you right now, I am thrilled. I have a short list of what I consider good pizza in the Tampa Bay area, but I've got a new one to add to the list, and it's Sadie's Pizza. So South Tampa. Hey, Sardo, don't text me all jealous.
Hey, listen, you chooch.
Hey.
You sons of bitches that come over there.
He's going to kick your ass,
Hey,
man.
Sardo's Pizza in Largo, kind of opposite ends of the area. So Sardo is on Ulmerton in Largo, across from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. You know, that's a great New York slice that Sardo makes. And now in South Tampa, very close to my home, we've got a new great slice of pizza. I mean, he's making these 20-inch big house pies. It's like a New York, corner pizzeria. It's just a good, solid slice.
So you're saying you like it?
And he just opened it. It's brand new. And it's called Sadie's, SADIE', Sadie's Pizzeria. And again, it's on Southdale Mabry, just south of Kennedy, right next to Batteries Plus or Batteries and More. And I'm telling you right now, just a good, solid slice, and I'm thrilled to have the option.
The manager at Batteries Plus is thrilled as well because he can just walk right next door for great pizza.
And folks, do not meet me at the Colony Grill today at lunchtime and eavesdrop on my conversation with Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo.
Nobody wants to see you. They want to talk to Andrew. I want to hang out with him.
I see Andrew.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna have a great little bar pie at Colony Grill later today. But I'm telling you, if you want a great that's a thin, crispy, thin bar pie. At Colony, which I love a good bar pie, but Sadie's is a real solid New York slice. So they just opened up. I'd love to see them do well. So if you go to Sadie's Pizza, South Tampa on Southdale Mabry, just south of Kennedy, tell them that MJ sent you in, and you're not going to be. Oh, he's got the garlic knots that are out of control. So I'm pretty thrilled.
Okay,
so, dude. Anytime I can find a great, I'm obsessed.
This is really a
podcast.
I'm
like obsessed.
You should call it
I'm obsessed with pizza.
The Pizza Putts.
The Pizza Putts podcast.
The pizza
encompassing the greater Tampa Bay area.
I'm the Pizza Putts. All right, 7:52 at the MJ Morning Show. I love you. What'd you go for?
That was creepy. Doesn't like a killing doll say that?
No, that's Chucky. I'm your friend till the end or something.
Close enough.
Yeah. All right, so I love you. This is interesting. Who says I love you first in a relationship? Is it the man or the woman that usually says to the other, I love you? Who says it first, according to research? Roxanne, you've been engrossed in something over there for the last. I haven't heard you say a word.
No, I was listening to all the pizza talk. I was hungry, and I was
like,
taking notes on how to
looks like you're engrossed,
eyeball a pizza.
Looks like you're engrossed in text over there.
I am. People get passionate when we start talking pizza. So
they do.
Kind of like
listen,
simmering them down.
When I talked pizza last week, didn't you say you thought maybe it was the most text that you've ever had at one time?
Yes, they were flying in. Mm-hmm.
All right. So what did I just say?
It sounded really.
You just said what? Who says I love you first?
Oh,
I was
good.
listening to you.
All right, because you have a tough time multitasking sometimes when you're.
She's a very good multitasker.
Actually, I'm the only one in here who's multitasking, right?
What I'm saying, what
Okay.
I'm saying is you're so engrossed in the texts a lot of times that sometimes 20 minutes of the show can go by and you don't have no idea what we did.
Roxanne, I don't appreciate that. I am playing Sudoku on my phone right now while we're doing the show. So I'm multitasking.
Yeah, by the way, Roxanne has also pointed that out, that Fester plays all kinds of digital games on his phones. I got Froggy taking orders over here for shelves.
So I take it back. I guess we're all multitasking.
Am I the only one with his eyes constantly on the road on this show?
So no, but I do know that if you start talking about pizza, I have time to do today's Wordle.
What is wrong with you?
I know.
Everyone loves pizza. Pizza is like
Everybody
one of the...
loves Wordle,
We do spend
too.
a crazy amount of time talking about pizza.
Because, folks, I'm sorry. I am a pizza fanatic, and I will talk about pizza. All right. So I love you. Roxanne, if you were to guess, according to research, who says I love you first in a relationship? Is it the man or the woman? Now, the research I have... these are heterosexual relationships. I don't have data on same sex, but
okay.
So in opposite sex relationships, a new study has been published in the SAGE, SAGE, Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, and it finds that blank in heterosexual relationships tend to say, I love you first.
Let me think about this.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I feel like my first answer, my first answer would be a woman because women are more demonstrative and lovey with their words and things like that. But I'm going to go with men because I think men might just blurt it out during a moment of passion.
Yeah. Men.
The research shows that survey says men
Wow.
say I love you first in a relationship.
What a weenie.
Louie, when's the last time you said I love you to a man?
Well, it's been a couple of years. I've been single for a while. That's why, if you haven't noticed, I've gained a couple pounds.
Right. Researchers had 3,109 adults. Over 70% were women, 85% were heterosexual. And this is from a variety of countries. And they filled out an online questionnaire. And it turns out that the man admits and says, I love you first more than women. On average, men considered confessing love, I'm not making this up, 69 days into a relationship.
Why would you say you didn't make it up?
Well, women didn't think about it until 77 days into the relationship.
Oh, what, 5 days later? Give me a break.
I love you. Men say it earlier.
Let's say it at the same time.
Before the women.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love you.
Ooh, it's just creepy. It's too creepy. I mean, I barely like you guys.
Guys, you want to hear something gross?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the picture on my Instagram that I posted yesterday afternoon?
Of what?
Oh, I saw it. Yes, people were tagging me in it.
They're tagging you in this photo?
Yeah. Let me tell you what happened. Julian, about 10 days ago, 8, 9, 10 days ago, Julian bought that big tub of, Buitoni tortellini. In the
It's in the
refrigerated section
yeah.
of your grocer's refrigerated section. They have you can get the raviolis. I mean, it's like a fresh product. It's like a fresh product. And then you open up the sealed container. It's that plastic see-through bin.
Yeah.
It's got like the thick plastic cellophane type top. You peel it off or
It's a
you
good
cut
product.
it. Yeah, it's a good product.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the brands is Buitoni, Buitoni. And they make tortellini, they make ravioli, and Julian loves these things. And yes, it's a good product. So Julian, yesterday afternoon, unbeknownst to me, Julian had, I guess, a hankering for the tortellini. It was a 3-cheese tortellini by Buitoni, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds good.
And he had it in one of the drawers in the fridge, and I didn't know he did this, but he grabs the package, starts to boil water on the stove. He opens up the package, and he looks inside, and it's like a fungus farm in there. The whole thing has grown all kinds of mold. It is furry. It's hairy green and gray. And
I love that texture.
It's just all molded up. And I think I was taking a nap. So he's like, oh, my God. And so he turns the stove off, stops the water boiling. The tortellinis are obviously bad. They're all covered in mold. So over the last 8, 9, 10 days, whatever it was in our fridge, the sealed package completely molded. I mean, to the point where it looked like it was the tricolor variety. Where you
I can see the green right here.
It's gray. It's gray. It's nasty. Well, here's the issue. Apparently he wanted to show it to me. So he left it open on the counter in the kitchen.
That's disgusting.
So I wake up. He had already, said, this ain't going to work. So he goes upstairs. He's all dejected and disappointed that he couldn't cook his Buitoni 3-cheese ravioli or tortellini. And so he goes upstairs and leaves it on the counter because he wanted to show me. Well, I wake up from my nap. I go to the kitchen. All the lights are off, so the kitchen's a little dark. I'm like, oh, man, look at this. Julian must be making some tortellini.
Oh, no.
And I've got a little confession to make. I love these things raw.
Oh,
so
no.
I can grab just a handful of these things and the tortellinis, the raviolis. I'll eat them raw. You know, even
it's already softened pasta and cheese, fresh pasta and cheese.
Yeah. So I'll eat these things raw, and I'm like, oh, look at that, the big tub. It's like a pound it's like 2 pounds. It's a big tub of these tortellinis. So it's in the kitchen. The lights were off. It was on our centered bar. And we have lights in the kitchen. We've got recessed cans. Then we've got some chandeliers, little like hanging lights over our bar in our kitchen.
None of which illuminated.
None of the lights were on. So the kitchen was, just some sunlight coming in from the window.
You have so many lights in your house, a plane could literally land on your property, and you did not have it illuminated to see the mold.
So here's what you can imagine what happened.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, well, Julian opened because I didn't open it because Julian had it in the fridge, and I didn't want to open his tortellini. So I wake up from nap time. I wake up, I'm a little hungry. So I reach in and I grab a handful of these things and I start popping in my mouth and I'm chewing them and I swallowed a few of them. And then Julian comes downstairs and says, "What are you doing?" And then he turns the light on and the mold is just all over this stuff. And I swear.
Did you reversal?
God, how sick were you?
It cured my gonorrhea.
All
right? That's a good.
Aren't a lot of medicines derived from some kind of mold spore?
Well, the penicillin was discovered. All right, so I'm eating this moldy tortellini, and they I guess part of it was they left it out to bring it back to Publix as well.
They'll take it back.
This bin, I think the bin was like $7.99 or $8.99. It wasn't cheap.
Publix doesn't want you to have bad products. Yeah.
So here I ate like 4 or 5 of these things. If you want to see what it looked like, go to my Instagram. I took a picture, and I posted this. It's on my Instagram right now. Certified MJ Radio. Look at there's even like black mold spores. It's gray, it's green, it's black.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my, the picture of the moldy tortellini is on my Instagram right now. Go to Certified MJ Radio, and I'm chewing these things, and I didn't taste that they were moldy, and then I'm looking at them like, I'm like, oh
where's that picture? Where's the picture of the MJ yuck face? That's the one I want.
So how do you feel?
I feel fine.
Okay.
Listen, the truth of the matter is that you can eat moldy bread. Do you know how much mold is around us everywhere? Do you know how much mold we breathe in every day? Mold is just a natural occurrence. It surrounds us. It's all over the place. We consume mold where even when items don't appear to be moldy, some things are moldy and you're still consuming it. Now, this was really grotesque when you look at the pictures of the molded up tortellini that I ate yesterday. When I posted this, people were like, oh, I remember the story when you ate the chicken carcass out of the fridge. And that's another funny story that years ago, Michelle had one of those rotisserie chickens, like a Costco or Sam's Club or Publix or, Winn-Dixie, rotisserie chicken from the deli department. Michelle had it on the table, and the dogs jumped up on the table, grabbed the carcass, dragged it on the floor into the playroom down the hall, and Michelle heard the dogs growling and because they became territorial over whose bones and carcass it was, and it was on the floor. They're dragging it. They're eating it. They're licking it. Ew. Michelle picked up the chicken, and there's still like meat and stuff. There's still like stuff on the chicken bone carcass. And Michelle's like, bad dogs. She grabs it, puts it back in the little plastic tub that those chickens come in, and she put it back in the fridge because she wanted to show me and have me investigate to see how many bones were missing off like the chicken rib cage and everything.
Well, dogs should not eat chicken bones.
Right. But apparently it was out it might have even been out overnight. I'm trying to remember the story. It might have been out overnight, and Michelle discovered, and the dogs were still like, oh, that's right. It was out overnight, and the dogs, when they were in the morning, when Michelle, this is when they were still crate training them, and they were sleeping in crates, and Michelle let them out, and they immediately ran. If you don't think they don't have memories, they do. I mean, hours later, that's right, they ran out of their crates in the laundry room into the dining room or living room where they dragged this thing. So it was eaten by the dogs, licked by the dogs, left out overnight, and then Michelle, I think, discovered it the next morning while I was on the air doing the show. She puts it back in the bin, puts it in the fridge, so I'm able to investigate once I got home from work. Well, she didn't tell me. I get home from work, I pull out the chicken carcass, and I'm just eating the thing. I'm just pulling, because I like, you take the meat off the bones, and I'm just eating the chicken. And Michelle comes down and is like, "What are you doing?" And then she tells me the story about the dogs eating it, dragged on the floor overnight in the playroom or the living room, wherever the hell it was, dining room, wherever the hell it was found. So that's another. That's
disgusting MJ food
story. But then also, when I posted this, if you want to see the picture of the moldy tortellini that I ate yesterday, because I didn't see the mold because the lights were out, go to Certified MJ Radio. And if you want to leave a comment, please feel free. Leave a comment. On Instagram, go to Certified MJ Radio and look at the picture. It's like maybe 2 or 3 down. It should be pretty easy. And leave a message. And also, give me a follow. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow at Certified MJ Radio. But in the comments, people were commenting, Roxanne, about you and the moldy pudding.
Yes, it was rice pudding.
Yeah.
That I got from a restaurant, a takeout restaurant, and my daughter opened it up. I don't eat the rice pudding normally, but both my girls want it, and she started digging into it, and I looked at it, and it had like green and purple moldy spores on it, so I just ate it just to make sure, just to know how she was feeling.
So sympathetic mold eating is what that was, right?
Yeah.
You told that story a couple of months ago, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I made it. I survived, but I'm not going to eat your moldy food.
And I survived. I did not have a stomach. I mean, immediately once you realize that you ate a handful of moldy tortellini, once you realize that, then, psychologically you start to get a little, oh man, do I feel okay? I was fine. Nothing happened. I didn't throw up. I didn't get sick. Everything's fine. In fact, it might have cured a couple of things.
I actually feel better a couple days later.
Is what I'm thinking. Hey, speaking of food.
Yes.
Is this greedy or acceptable? This is one of these Reddit discussions. A guy has been berated by his friends for charging friends for his home-cooked meals.
Oh.
So is this acceptable? You have friends over for a meal, you cook a meal, and then you essentially want to give them a check. You want to charge them like a restaurant.
I don't know. Everybody's in a different situation.
So this was a big Reddit discussion. It totally blew up recently on some Reddit subgroup, some kind of message thread or whatever. His friends have accused him of being greedy because he would charge them for meals that he cooked at home. And this is really broken down on some interesting lines here. Can you think for a second, guys, what would acceptable charging be versus unacceptable charging be? Charging friends for meals that you make at your house. What would be an acceptable situation to charge them, and what would be unacceptable? Yes, Roxanne.
Acceptable would be if you give them advance notice so they know before they eat that they're going to be charged for it.
Well, not exactly what I'm looking for, but somewhat close. Hold on to that thought. Fester, yes.
I mean, it depends on the meal. I mean, if you're cooking, ribeyes, it's different than making a meatloaf where you might have, $10 or $12 worth of stuff involved and then your time, as opposed to, I don't know.
I don't think it's ever acceptable.
I mean, well, no, it's not that we're arguing if it's acceptable or not. We're talking about what's an acceptable amount.
On Reddit, this guy writes, over time, my culinary skills have developed, and I've become quite adept at creating delicious and unique homemade meals. Many of my friends have tasted my creations and have expressed their love. I love you. For my cooking. Lately, my friends have been requesting that I cook for them on a regular basis as they find my meals to be restaurant quality and a delightful change from their usual routine. All right. Has that given you any more clueage?
So people are requesting his meals now. Now it's a service. It's not inviting people over.
Okay, now you're sniffing up the right tree. Now you're sniffing the right hydrant.
Okay.
Now you're humping the right leg. All right.
Get off me.
Sorry.
All right, Fester, you want to expand now?
Well, MJ, if I invite you over and I make a dinner, I think it's unacceptable to charge a customer. But if people are requesting
There you go.
to
There-
make your. Hey, can you make your tray of lasagna?
Uh,
Yeah, it's $40.
there you go. All right, so that's the delineation.
What?
If you're in what?
If they're making,
Well,
you're
did
requesting.
you just go? You just went what?
Okay, wait.
Let's
Are
say-
you just saying like, oh, Fester, I love that lasagna you make. Can you make the lasagna? Then you're going to charge me, or is it like, Fester, I only eat buffalo. Could you please grill up a piece of buffalo for me? Then you're going to charge me.
We only have bison.
No. So if you called your friend and asked her to make you a plate of food
Yeah.
for you, not necessarily eating it together, maybe like using your friend as a takeout restaurant.
Let me simplify this.
I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
No,
You just said you did.
Well, maybe Roxanne, she brings it talking about buffalo. I was
Dude,
like, what?
this is crystal clear.
I thought it was.
You had it right. All right, Roxanne.
Then Roxanne's talking about wanting buffalo meat. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Listen, I would expect that you would charge me for that.
Here's the deal.
It's the same price as steak.
Essentially, the agreement is as follows. If you're invited over, hey, I'm going to make so-and-so, come on over, and you invite friends over, you don't charge them for that.
No.
But if your friends start making requests and invite themselves over, hey, can you make so-and-so? Can you do another gourmet meal? Then it would be acceptable for that individual to be charged or for the group to chip in for the cost of the food items, the materials to make the meal. So that's the delineation.
It all sounds fishy to me. Like
What sounds? No,
who does that? Who does that?
We're not talking about fish. Although I'll tell you what, a delicious branzino removed from the bone at your table would be absolutely delicious. A whole branzino.
And if I did that at my house for you, I would expect, $40.
Or how about some Dover sole?
Yes.
Yes.
Flaked off. All right. I don't know. I've never cooked anything so good. People have requested it.
I'm starting to think like you might be setting this up, MJ, to charge us to eat your ice cream.
No, I'm not.
Because we talk about your ice cream, and then I think you could probably be like, yeah, you guys are always talking about it. We're talking about it, so
I don't
pony
know.
up.
I don't know.
Nope, I'm not going to charge you guys if I invite you over. If I invite you over,
it's an invite.
Yeah, you guys are not inviting yourselves to my house,
right?
So I'm not going to charge you for if I invite you over. I'm not going to charge, but that's the delineation.
What if I do invite myself over?
That's the deal. Hey, Roxanne, have you ever heard of girl math?
I saw a TikTok thing about it, and I didn't click on it because I just don't have time.
I didn't get this from TikTok, and as you know, I avoid TikTok. But there is a discussion about girl math, and girl math is the justification. You know what we ought to do? We ought to go to the phones on this and talk to some women regarding girl math. But here's the deal. Girl math is women that justify making an important and very expensive purchase, usually for a clothing item or an accessory. So a very expensive top, a very expensive handbag, a purse, for instance. And girl math is where you essentially break down the cost over the use. So then you lower the number. Oh, I'm going to wear this purse or use this purse 4 days a week. And then you say, oh, it's only $3.50 or $5 every time I use the purse. But then you multiply that 4 days a week times 52 weeks a year.
Have you never bought anything like that?
What, like Buddy's Home Furnishings?
No, I mean,
pay for my couch by the week? No, I've never done that.
But like I bought a pair of $200 sneakers one time.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Yeah, they were orthopedic because
You're flat.
Right.
Hold on. What do you mean? There are a lot of sneakers. Look at some of the top end Nike stuff.
Sure.
There's plenty of sneakers that are $200
So
these days.
I bought a pair of $200 sneakers,
Right.
And I don't think I've ever spent that much on sneakers before. And I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm getting these sneakers. They're $200." And then Allison's like, "You're gonna wear them for a year. It's like less than $1 a day." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." And I bought
So this is Fester math as well.
Well,
So it's not just girl math.
My wife helped me break it down.
So I guess it was girl mentality, girl math that, we ought to do. Let's go to phones on this. I don't know if we're going to generate a lot of calls on this, but what are your thoughts on girl math? You break down the price of an item as cost per use or cost per wear. Expensive dress, expensive pants, expensive shirt, expensive purse. Girl math says that you justify the expensive price tag because, it only costs me X per wear. All right, do we have women? Or, hey, I'll take guy calls here. Is there guy math as well? All right, 800-990-1047. Let's see if we can drill up a couple of phone calls on this. 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. So do you justify a purchase? Have you been doing, maybe you didn't even know what it was called, but it's been dubbed girl math. Have you done this for years, or are you doing it right now? Did you just buy something and then justify it? Well, it's only going to cost me X per use. And listen, I'm not going to keep this exclusively for women. If you're a guy and you do the same justification for a purchase, let's go. Phones are ringing. Andrews is screaming. 800-990-1047. I'll go to calls here in a second. 800-990-1047. Yes, Rox.
So it's funny we're having this conversation today. Yesterday, I'm not a big shopper. I don't go to the mall that often, but I went yesterday and I walked through.
Why do you have to go to the mall to shop?
Because I had to try on bathing suits, and I can't order bathing suits online.
Okay. All right.
So I went into.
What, you going to do some more thirst trap photos for your Instagram and your new bathing suits?
Yes, of course.
Are you going to write those off as tax deductions?
I should, right? No,
wardrobe.
We're taking. I'm gone. I'm gone at the end of the week because we're taking a vacation, a family vacation.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
No.
You know what? Okay, so tomorrow. Remember, you and I talked on Saturday.
Oh,
tomorrow,
yeah.
I have a thing with my child's school.
All right, so you're not here tomorrow?
I'm coming in for the midday show tomorrow.
Yeah, sure you are.
And
yeah,
then
sure you are.
If it sounds like it's in McCann, it's because it is.
Right, sure you are, yeah.
And then Friday, I will be in the Bahamas.
All right,
What?
So
Yes.
you're going to be gone tomorrow and Friday?
Yes, tomorrow and Friday.
Okay.
Nothing
all right.
like a family vacation after the first week of school.
Girl math. We ought to go to the. Did you want to say something?
Yes, I did.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm walking into Nordstrom and I'm looking at all the handbags and purses and shoes.
Did you
and I'm
rip
like,
them off? Did you run out with handfuls like that flash mob out in L.A.?
Right.
Did you rip them off? Did you see that video?
I mean,
they were grabbing like the display racks and dragging them through the doors into the parking lot with cables attached to the expensive like Bottega Veneta and Chanel handbags. They ripped them off. $100,000 worth of designer handbags and other goods were ripped off from this Nordstrom out in the L.A. area.
And that's why they're so expensive
It was
now.
like 50 people, this mob of 50, this organized mob ran in and ripped them off. All right, go ahead.
Their girl math was really good, by the way.
So
I mean, free.
Yeah, loot math.
Anyways, I couldn't justify in my head to buy any of the Gucci shoes and purses and all the fancy stuff I thought because I saw because I'm like, that's too expensive. Who has this kind of money to spend on this kind of stuff? But I should have done girl math. And I guess it makes sense then.
Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Oh, and then we've got this awful update. Do you remember the old lady that hit the gas instead of the brake at that Toyota dealership out in Los Angeles? Yeah. There is an awful, terrible update to this story. You're not going to believe this. Celebrity connection. Hold on. Get to that in a minute. First, let me go to phones. Laura is in Tampa. Hi, Laura. You're on the MJ Morning Show. We're talking girl math.
Hey, so I bought a Dyson Airwrap for $550, and I did girl math and was able to cancel my blowout subscription so I didn't have to get my hair blow dried anymore because that cost me like $50.
Well, all right, hold on a minute. This is a Dyson blow dryer. How much was the Dyson blow dryer?
$550.
Holy frick, really?
That is the most expensive hair dryer.
I mean, you could go to Target and get a Conair for like $15.99.
Sure, but my girl math.
Hold on, do you call me sir?
She said sure.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Laura. All right, so go ahead and give me your justification.
So it costs $550, but whenever I go to get my like hair blown out at like a blow dry bar type thing, it costs me $50.
All right, so you're doing the math here, and you're saying, hey, I can get this whole damn thing paid for just 10 blowouts pays for the hairdryer.
Exactly, and I've had it for 2 or 3 years, and my hair looks perfect because the Dyson Airwrap is so quick and easy. So it was a really good purchase.
What are you, that Dyson guy's like niece or something?
No, right? I just love the product.
Wow. Laura, listen, perfect example of girl math. The Dyson $550 blow dryer. Does it blow you? For that kind of money,
I'd buy it. Yeah, kidding me? Use it every day.
Hey, Laura, just out of curiosity, how old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. So listen, that's a significant purchase, $550 for a blow dryer. Hey, Laura, thank you. Do you listen to the MJ Morning Show every day?
Not every day, but I'm driving to St. Pete now, so I'm listening to you. I cross the bridge.
Oh, so whenever you are listening in the morning, you listen to us?
Yes, of course.
Well, thank you. Hey, do us a favor, spread the word and tell your friends to listen to the MJ Morning Show on 104.7, okay?
Absolutely. You guys have a great day.
You too. All right, let me grab Stephanie in Tampa. Stephanie, girl math, you're on with the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ, how are you?
Doing well. All right, go ahead.
So I go to a salon to get a keratin treatment once every 4 or 5-ish months, and it's quite expensive.
This is keratin for hair health?
Yes, well, it's to kind of defrizz, and Florida's very humid. And so with naturally curly hair, I don't want to walk out of the house after doing my hair and turn into like a poodle. So I get the keratin treatments, and they cost, like I said, roughly about, $400. But the time that it saves me in doing my hair and the products, and for the amount of time that I have to wash my hair, it totally pays for itself.
So that's your justification. The keratin treatments are expensive, but it's better in the long run because I don't spend as much time nor money on products to tame your hair. So that's your girl math justification.
Precisely.
Awesome. Stephanie, thank you so much for listening.
You're welcome.
All right. Oh, look at this. Now we're going to boy math. Hold on. Now the rest of the lines now, it's William, Eric, Robert, Keenal. I'm sorry. That's right. Keenal. She's called before. All right. Hold on. Keenal, I'll take your call in a second. Let me grab some boy math here. William is in Clearwater. William, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
So I do it, like, how many hours do I need to work to justify purchasing this? So it's like, if I buy like a $300 or $400 item, how many hours am I going to have to put in and slave away to buy that or purchase that item?
I got you. Yeah. So that's your justification. William, can you give us an example of a recent purchase or one that you can remember that you used that justification?
Oh, sure. Froggy will relate to this. When I was buying a gaming console,
of course you were.
$700.
Very nice. Oh, how much?
Like $700.
What gaming console did you buy?
Oh, the Xbox.
Gotcha.
Xbox, Series X. It's,
very nice.
The newest one. Yeah. So,
how many gigaturns?
Just 2.
Well,
that holds a lot of
one
gigaturns.
Gigaturn or terabit or something like that.
2 can play at a time, so 2.
I just made that up. I like that gigaturn. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. So that's your justification, William.
Yeah. So I had to work 3 days to be able to buy it. So that's fine. 3 days out of my life to purchase something I can use over and over and over again. Not a problem.
Gotcha. I mean, the ways, appreciate the call, William. The way that we twist up our brain just to justify things in life, it's really amazing. All right, Eric is in Largo. Eric, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. So, boy math, what's your deal?
Well, my last pickup truck I held for 16 years.
Whoa.
So I bought my current one for $76,000 with the idea I'll hold it for 15 or 20.
Isn't that amazing? $76,000 pickup truck these days.
Incredible.
Remember, you should be able to buy a pickup truck for $22,500, you know?
Yeah, well, this is like a Platinum Edition 4x4 diesel.
Is it the King Ranch Platinum Edition F-150?
Well, it's a Platinum. The King Ranch is the other version.
Oh, that's okay. So there's no King Ranch with Platinum. It's either or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difference is the King Ranch has a different interior.
Does it have
the brown leather?
A Hemi?
No, Hemi's Chrysler. This is Froggy. We're talking Ford, man. The Hemis are Chryslers or Rams.
So it doesn't have a Hemi?
Yeah. All right. So
this is the Power Stroke.
All right.
So
that's my nickname.
Stop, Froggy. Stop it.
So Froggy, the Power Stroke over here.
All right. That's great. All right. So your justification is that if you kept your last pickup truck for 16 years, you're kind of doing the math. Oh, this one, $72,000 over 16 years, right?
Yeah. 76 grand, but yeah, 15, 20 years.
I'm sorry to lowball you there, pal. Hey, Eric, thanks for listening, buddy.
All right.
Let me grab is it Kinal in Soho in South Tampa. Hello, Kinal. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, guys. So I didn't realize that it was called girl math, but my husband's been using this on me for the past 10 years now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and give us an example.
So most recently, I was approached by my car dealership to trade my car in for a newer version.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the second model I have of this car, the Ascent from Subaru.
Yep.
And they were giving me about $27,000 for it and additional about another $25,000 to throw in for the new car. So the total price for the car would end up being about like $60,000 or something like that. And I'm like, I've got 4 years left to pay off on this car. Why would I add another 4 years to this thing?
So did you do it or not?
No, I didn't end up doing it because it doesn't make it worth it for me. When I traded in 21, they gave me a new car for basically $10,000.
And didn't I see a commercial that 107% of all Subarus ever produced are still on the road?
Like everyone.
Everyone is still on the road.
Every Subaru ever built.
MJ, when they resold my old one in 21, they actually lost money on it.
Oh, wow. Kinal, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, so she did not succumb to the math. All right. Hey, let me finish up these calls. No more. I got to move on. Robert in Tarpon Springs. So if you're on hold, I'll grab your call, but I'm not going to take any more. Robert Tarpon, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Okay, quick story. My college economics teacher, his wife went out and bought a fur coat. And
you know that fur is dead, sir? No, I'm kidding.
So does
What
economics
did I tell
teacher.
you? I told you not to buy anything.
Oh, that's right. Good fellas.
Was it a mink?
Yeah. How about the pink Cadillac? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
My mother-in-law's name.
She came home and said, I saved us $1,000. He said, no, you didn't. You spent $4,000. And she said, no, I saved $1,000. And he said, well, why don't you go buy 1,000 coats and we'll be millionaires?
Oh, bada bing.
Burn.
All right, is that a real story? Or you just made that up?
Yeah, that's when I was in college.
Oh, really?
She could not get it through her head that she didn't save any money at all.
Yeah, well, it was on sale. I saved money. No, you actually spent money. Thanks, Robert. Gloria is in Lakeland. Then we'll grab Paul. Then we'll wrap it up. And I've got a terrible follow-up on something. Oof. All right. Gloria in Lakeland. Gloria, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Final girl math calls. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning. I've always used girl math. My husband uses it, but I had 2 instances where it totally failed my husband because I buy like $10 water shoes. They fall apart by the end of the summer. Next year I got to buy another pair. He's like, well, I bought mine for $50 and it lasted me like 5 years.
Hey, listen, I still have my water shoes. My water shoes are 15 years old, and I forgot what are the big brands of water shoes? Because it's a big brand, and those things have lasted and lasted and lasted.
I don't know. He got some Columbia ones.
Yeah, mine aren't Columbia. I'm trying to remember the brand that I have. Hey, and listen, and my Scuba Pro. My Scruba. Yeah, that sounds like some kind of like illicit video. Scruba.
Little fetish trip.
So like my Scuba Pro scuba booties, man, those things just last and last. And thanks to the guys at Tackle Shack in Pinellas Park, appreciate it. Hey, Gloria, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Yeah,
of all of them.
Michael Jackson's New Criminal.
Right.
How could you not say?
I know. Everybody says that to me.
Yeah, come on, Gloria. Calling Gloria. How about, hey, do you have voices in your head, Gloria?
Always.
That's what I thought.
The song's about you.
Thank you, Gloria. Have a great one. Paul, last call on this, and I'm going to move on. Paul is in Bradenton. Not Bradington. There's no ING. He's in Bradenton. Paul, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, MJ.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm driving in Bradenton this morning.
Yes.
And we use girl math and guy math, and I'm sure you'll all relate to this whenever you've sat in the finance office at a car dealership. So the simplistic thing is, you mean you're going to not buy this car because it's only going to cost you $2 a day more than you budgeted?
Ah, gotcha. So
I'm sure we've all heard that, and not all car dealers necessarily have the extended terms available to the group I represent, but I could also extend your term out to 180 months on an automobile.
I could extend your term out for the rest of your life.
A 15-year note on an automobile?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call, buddy. Thanks, Paul. All right, so girl man, it's a thing. And it's the justification by saying it costs this much money, but I'm going to break it down over use. It's only X number of dollars per use. So
we did that when we bought season passes to like Disney. And it was a reasonable amount of money. And my wife's like, if we go every other week, I'm like, we're not going every other week.
We're going every weekend to Disney.
Let's go.
We're going to use that Florida pass or whatever the season pass.
Damn it, we bought it.
I have an update, folks, and it has to do with...
Hit the gas instead of the brake. Another old fart makes a big mistake.
Did you see the update on the old lady, like an 84-year-old woman that plowed her car into Hamer Toyota in Los Angeles?
So I saw that.
Do you need Froggy Caruso before you
No,
go any further?
It's actually a really sad story.
Oh, okay. I'll step back.
I saw the story the other way, and I ignored it because I wasn't overly interested in it for the purposes of our show.
Oh, can you please say that in English, please?
I saw the headline about who lost somebody close to them.
Yeah.
The two famous names. And I was like, well, okay, that's sad, but I don't know that that's morning show material. And I kind of passed over. I didn't read it. And then I saw it again the next day and the next day, and I started building up momentum. I'm like, okay, what's going on here?
All right, here's
Holy
the deal.
crap.
I sent it to you because of the headline.
Right. You sent it to me. I saw it myself. You sent me the Daily Mail. I saw it from New York Post. We did the story last week.
Right.
Because an 84-year-old woman, it's not often that we do, Los Angeles stories, but this was like a hit the gas instead of the brake. And those stories just fascinate me, especially since, Florida really historically has been the king of elderly drivers hitting the gas instead of the brake. I mean, for crying out loud, that's, why we created this jingle years ago.
Hit the gas instead of the brake. Another old fart makes a big mistake.
Smashing into a beauty salon down in Venice or something. Some 97-year-old woman drives through Publix in Largo. They've been
it happens.
The bulk of these stories have happened here in Florida. Over in Boca Raton, someone drives through a Panera and, it's a 91-year-old driver. Just a rash of these things. I mean, there have been just dozens and dozens. Florida has been the champion of hit the gas instead of the brake. And look, we even came up with the instrumental version so we could sing our own little versions of this. Well, here's the update, because we did this story last week. It happened to be out in California.
What, Hamer Toyota?
Yeah. Remember the original story had Hammer, Hammer, and it turns out it's one M. It's Hamer Toyota out in the Los Angeles area. It's where was it? Out in the valley. Mm-hmm. So it was out in the San Fernando Valley. That would be the 818 area code. And this 84-year-old woman plowed through the front reception area at the service department of Hamer Toyota out in the L.A. area and hit a woman, dragged the woman under the car like 40 feet into the dealership. Jeez. And the woman didn't make it. The woman was identified as 55-year-old Yadira Khalito, and she was struck August 9th. We did the story last week, by an 84-year-old driver in a Toyota RAV4. at Hamer Toyota.
You know, you're just going to make light of it.
No, I'm not.
How do you say the name of the dealership, Froggy?
Hamer Toyota.
See, I can't say any car dealership without having my announcer voice.
All right. This is awful because now it has come out. The woman that was run over by the elderly driver was the nanny.
Fran Drescher?
No, let me finish.
Oh, my God. I was like, what do you...
The woman that was run over and was dispatched, this woman was the nanny for...
Emilio Estevez?
No.
What?
But this is the love theme from St. Elmo's Fire.
Demi Moore's nanny?
Nope.
Oh, let's just go through the whole cast. What's that guy's name?
Judd Hirsch?
Judd
No,
Hirsch.
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson?
Judd Nelson.
Judd Hirsch.
Yeah, a little old. Even back then, a little old to be in St. Elmo's. No, guys, it's not one of the actors. Think, what song am I playing right here?
I know who it is.
Yeah, who is it?
It's David Foster.
It is David Foster. So it turns out it was the.
I hate that guy.
What are you talking about?
I was so confused.
That guy,
Yeah,
that
okay.
guy is one of the most talented musicians and composers around.
Scumbag. Didn't he leave his family for like Catherine McPhee or whatever?
That's it. So the woman that was run over in the Toyota dealership out in the San Fernando Valley, the woman that was mowed over was the nanny for the kid of Catherine McPhee and David Foster, who composed the love theme to St. Elmo's Fire. It's a great song.
It is.
Nice and soothing. And, yeah.
I mean, if you had to listen to him playing piano all day, I'd throw myself in front of a crowd.
No, I think he's fantastic. You know, he also co-wrote.
He wrote everything.
He also co-wrote St. Elmo's Fire with John Parr, who John Parr sings this song.
He's written a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for movies and movie soundtracks. He's amazing.
Really talented guy. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's and you know what is great? See if you recognize this. So David Foster, see if you recognize this composition. Recognize that? That's called Winter Games, and it was like an Olympic Winter Games theme that he wrote.
John Tesh's stuff is better than that.
No, it is. You know what? That is a little John Tesh.
Play some Round Ball Rock or
that's
something.
That's reminded me of John Tesh's Round Ball Rock.
Man, I haven't heard that. Hey, bring up.
Dude, I watched a video of him playing it live. It is awesome.
John Tesh doing
he's playing piano. He's like, dun, 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 dun,
well, that was the NBA on NBC music for years.
He's like, some of you might know me by this song.
Yeah, Round Ball Rock. Is this is him?
What's the difference between
I got a commercial. Hang on a minute. Skip. Quick, hurry up.
One of the things I've discovered is that there are many different ways to write a song, and the most unusual way came to me when I was in
Hold on a minute.
Europe 4 or 5 years
I got to
ago,
listen to
trying
John
write
Tesh talk about it. Just fast forward in. Oh my God, how long is he going to talk about it? Shut up. All right, hold on. Hey, John, sit down at the freaking piano and play the song.
That's when he came up with the song. He sang it into a recorder.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
And he has the original recording?
Yeah. So here he goes.
Wow. You remember John Tesh used to be the host of Entertainment Tonight. This is the NBA on NBC. Brought to you by Gillette. And by Gatorade. And by Mutual of Omaha.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah, this is Round Ball Rock, written by John Tesh.
Man, that rules.
Yeah, remember that?
Anyway, everybody will be happy to know that John Tesh's nanny is fine.
Well, guess what? David Foster and Catherine McPhee, their nanny is not okay. She was run over by a RAV4 at Hamer Toyota, the San Fernando Valley's biggest Toyota dealer, where the cash is on the dash and the nanny is on her fanny.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Poor lady.
And they, I mean,
that's a terrible story. I'm sorry.
Where the
This is awful. This is awful.
Was Catherine McPhee getting her a new Corolla or
All
something?
right, you tried to say not cool.
What
I didn't know what I was going to say. You said not to be insensitive, and he's being insensitive.
I was asking why she was in the building. Why she? What part of
she
me
was
insensitive?
getting the nanny was getting her RAV4 fixed, obviously, at the Toyota. She's in the waiting area at the service area, the customer service area.
I'm asking legitimate inquisitive questions.
And then
Froggy.
some 84-year-old lady just bashes into the place. And,
You're the one who round ball rock.
runs over her.
She's the same age as David Foster. Jesus.
But what are the odds? What are the odds that David Foster's 84 years old?
Yeah, basically.
David Foster.
Catherine McPhee is what? She's like, 35 now or whatever?
So David Foster is 73.
And how old is Catherine McPhee?
39.
Do you know
39.
who David Foster's ex-wife is?
Who?
Oh,
the
yeah.
mother of Bella and Hadid.
Oh, that's right.
Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Hadid.
Yeah.
The
Did I
supermodels.
see that one of those supermodel Hadid girls has like Lyme disease
Bella.
from a tick?
Yeah, Bella has
Or something?
Lyme disease.
Oh, I don't see them in the
You
woods.
want to make a lime joke now, Froggy?
That's terrible.
One kid
Was
has
that
Lyme.
chick found in a coconut? You put the lime in the coconut. No?
Did you have a CSI stinger by any chance?
No, we're done.
To wrap this up.
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
All right.
Looks like David Foster's going to need a foster nanny.
That's terrible. That's awful. Listen, may she rest in peace. It's a terrible, terrible story. But what are the odds that it's David Foster and Catherine McPhee's nanny that got run over by the lady? That's terrible. Hey, Madonna update. Madonna, after she almost died.
Like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, but Madonna almost checked out. She had this horrible, I guess, sepsis infection or whatever. They had to jam her with Narcan to save her. Madonna almost died. Madonna almost cashed it in. And Madonna is coming back. Remember, we're supposed to have a concert with Madonna at Amelie on, I think, September 7th.
Was that? I was canceled, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm saying,
Dude,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Dude.
So Madonna, after her illness, they canceled the Tampa show, and we do have a rescheduled date now. Remember we had a story that she was going to do some of the international dates first now and then come back around and redo the domestic dates because of her illness.
Oh,
what?
Froggy,
Oh,
you done
no.
it. You
Come
idiot.
on.
Dang it.
Oh, my God. Froggy spends
Dude.
Oh, no.
Froggy spends
Oh, no.
all show when he's not making insensitive comments,
take the one at the
writing
top.
shelving orders, and he spilled a cup of coffee all over his shelving.
Dude, come on.
I'm trying.
Don't get it in the...
It's not in the equipment.
Froggy
All my
just
work
spilled
soaked it up.
Froggy just spilled a whole cup of
no.
coffee. Dude, you're like a 5-year-old kid at dinner. You spill.
I got no duty.
You spill
Thank
everything.
you, Andrew.
Oh
That's
my
only the second time
God.
this week.
Oh, jeez.
Did I curse?
I don't know
You got
what
the
you
first
did.
two letters
Anyway.
Sorry.
So Madonna has canceled, obviously, her September 7th Amelie Tampa concert because of her health issue. She is going to come back around, and she's going to start the domestic tour now in the middle of December. Tampa is on the list, and our redo is, here it is, we are April 4th.
Oh.
Can I make
So,
a prediction?
Yeah.
That tour is going to be canceled as well for some reason.
Why is that?
I just, something's going to happen. She's going to get sick again
Like
or
her,
something.
like some Botox explosion on her face?
Her face might explode, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying something's going on with her, and everybody's falling for it except me.
April 4th, Amelie Arena is the rescheduled date for Madonna here in Tampa. So
Today's her birthday, by the way.
please make a note of it. Are you serious?
Yeah, she's 65.
Really?
She's going on tour.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
You
just
think
filed,
she's taking Social Security
I think
yet?
she just filed her social
or you think she's pushing it all the way to 70?
No, she took the early pay at 62.
You know, for most people, it pays to wait. If you can wait, you're going to get more benefit with your Social Security, Madonna. You think Madonna's waiting for a Social Security check to hit the mailbox?
Yes,
Who
she-
knows?
Why isn't she like the spokesperson for AARP or something?
You should.
Yeah.
So today, really? Today's her birthday? 65 years old?
Hey, let's do some birthdays.
Ding, ding. This is what, Material Girl? Living in a material world. Na, 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 na. All right, thank you. So happy birthday, Madonna. That's wonderful. It's fantastic. What time? Oh, 8:44. All right, let me take a quick break. Don't forget, coming up shortly, it's the MJ Trip-A-Day song. So it is 8:45 right now. Coming up between 9 and 9:20, I'm going to give the big reveal, the next MJ Trip-A-Day song to listen for, so you can win that 3-day staycation at Plantation on Crystal River. Nice getaway up at Crystal River. So I'll give you the song title coming up. Then you listen all day long. It's guaranteed to play before 6 o'clock tonight. Sometime during the workday, when you hear it, be the 7th caller, 800-990-1047, and you win the 3-day staycation. We have an update to the whole blindside deal, as we were all blindsided by this whole Michael Orr deal. The whole subject of the blind side, the NFL football player who was adopted by the white Mississippi family, and that whole story has fallen apart. But, wait a sec, hang on. There is another twist and turn. And that's coming up. Also, Roxanne, something you know a lot about, revenge porn. That's coming up.
A ton, yeah.
That's
I'm
coming.
an expert. People always talk to me when they have questions about
That's
that.
coming up in just a bit, so hang on. So bottom line is, the next segment is loaded here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. So please stand by. false? Roxanne, Beyonce was part of TLC. True or false, Roxanne?
I don't know. I'm drinking tequila over here. I can't answer that question.
What are you
now.
doing?
Roxanne has half a liquor store
Hold
in front
on.
of her microphone
Where did
position.
you get this thing of tequila? Whose tequila
What's
is
up with
this?
the booze?
I don't know. Here's a bottle for you.
So
This is a giant bottle of tequila. What is this?
this is Bluehead Tequila.
Bluehead Tequila.
It's a new company, and this is the Añejo. Am I saying it right? Añejo.
Añejo.
Yeah.
Sounds like
and-
you're cursing
Oh, no,
in
it's
Spanish.
an Añe, so it's an Añe. So
Is
you're
it
gonna
a national company?
It's Añejo.
Añejo.
Yeah, 100%
Añejo.
agave, hecho en Mexico. So why are you product placing this on the MJ Morning Show?
Oh, because I endorse it, but I'm actually bringing it with me. Am I allowed
How
to
many?
bring?
Hold on. How many? You just
She
held
has
up
two
another.
of them.
How many bottles do you
She has
have?
2 big bottles of tequila.
Am I allowed to bring this on a plane? I can, right?
No,
Aren't
no.
you allowed to bring one
No,
big bottle?
No, you have to check this. You
You
can't
have to
carry it
yeah,
on.
yeah, I know.
No,
I
no,
know.
you
check
can
it.
Put it in
you-
your bag.
You can carry. If you're going to the Bahamas, you got to check on what their rules are in the Bahamas. How much alcohol can you import into the Bahamas?
Okay.
Because I'd like to see you in a women's Bahamian jail.
Ooh, no, you wouldn't.
Well, I'll help you deal with Doug
So
for
wait a
2
minute,
days.
why do you have this tequila?
I'm
By the way, I'm holding this thing up.
I'm endorsing this tequila now.
I'm holding this up to MJ TV. You're endorsing
Tequila
it
Bluehead.
on the MJ Morning Show?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, look at that. Fantastic. And what do we know about Bluehead Añejo? You got to pronounce it right. Añejo.
Añejo.
No. It's an Enye. So when you have the squiggly line over the end, that becomes an Enye, and it's a nya sound.
I love Enya.
Yeah.
So what we know,
The Orinoco flow. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. And
what we know is that it's delicious.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
And
I'll
it's
tell you
Tequila
what.
Bluehead, and you
Why
can
don't
find
you-
it at local liquor stores or online.
why don't you drink a whole bottle right now?
Let's go.
Let's
That's a
go.
great idea.
Go.
Good job, Rox.
Glug, glug, glug,
That
glug,
sounds
glug.
real.
Glug, glug.
So is this bottle for me?
It is now.
Well,
No.
thank you so
I mean,
much.
Unless-
What a nice gift.
Well, unless the Bahamian laws say she can import 2 bottles.
There you go. All right, so where was I? So true or false, Beyonce, who's playing Ray J tonight, Beyonce was one of the stars of TLC.
No. False.
You looked it up?
No.
Everybody knows she wasn't in TLC.
I'm just checking.
That was T-Baw's
Yeah.
Left Eye and Chill.
Everybody knows that
So-
Beyonce was a member of Salt and Pepper.
No, she wasn't.
I could tell you.
All right, so Beyonce was not a member of TLC, not a member of Salt and Pepper.
Oh, damn it.
It wasn't her destiny.
What was Beyonce a member of?
Destiny's Child.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Yep. All right. Just because some people confuse like TLC and Destiny's
Can I
Child.
tell you one thing that annoys me about Beyonce?
Yes, they did.
Nobody confuses TLC and Destiny's Child.
There's a little confusion. Anyway, so Beyonce is at Ray J tonight, not sold out. And I think I heard earlier that there were still some seats available for $200. And I would imagine if you wait until like 5 minutes before the show starts, don't they start dropping ticket prices like just a few minutes before the show?
I don't know.
Like once like the first song plays, can't you buy tickets for like $8?
All my single ladies, all right, for sale.
Yeah, here's the deal. You buy them from the scalpers, they drop their prices. I don't know
Yeah.
if the ticket booths do.
I thought some of the ticket places would drop as soon as the concert started, that you can get some really cheap digital seats. Yeah, so Beyonce's at Ray J tonight. If you're going, traffic's going to be probably, well, I don't know if it's not sold out. I mean, how many seats are sold for Beyonce?
Yeah, traffic's
Why? The question is, why is Beyonce not selling out Ray J?
Because she lets her daughter dance and her daughter stinks at dancing. She's not good.
Well, I was about to bring that up.
Really?
Because Beyonce is now bringing Pink Hearts, or what's her name? Green Clovers. What's her name?
Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
Yellow Moons.
Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the poisonous kind.
Yeah. When I think of Beyonce's kid's name, I think of
Pink heart, orange stars, yellow moons, green clovers, blue diamonds, and purple horseshoes.
She
Jeez,
dresses,
Andrew,
she
you
dances
couldn't-
like a brown
You
turd.
couldn't EQ that a little bit?
Can we find a version?
EQ'd.
What?
It was horrible when I couldn't find a clean one.
Oh my God! That
Dude,
was,
I had
There are
Lucky
newer
Charms.
versions which are totally different.
all right, here's the newer version. Hang on a minute.
Stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, hourglasses, rainbows, and tasty red balloons.
Why are they drowning out the leprechaun with the music? I can't even hear what the hell the leprechaun's saying.
The leprechaun's not the star of the cereal. Is.
Anyway, listen. Bottom line is that
I'm just kidding. Her daughter's actually a pretty good dancer.
is Beyonce's kid apparently gets dragged on the stage.
Yeah, for
during
every
a stage show.
She dances.
Yeah, so she brings her daughter on stage. Green Clover will be on stage. What's her name? Blue what?
I don't know, but it's weird. She's 11. Isn't that a lot for an 11-year-old?
I would think so. Why is the kid not in school?
She probably has a tutor.
She probably has a school on her bus.
Yeah, I mean,
So bus school, not homeschooled,
homeschooled.
tour bus schooled.
Yeah.
But isn't
Yeah.
it special? She gets to dance with her mommy every night.
Yeah,
So,
that's sweet. I mean, think about the education she's getting, living life in the real world, and she can do her homework on the bus.
Doors or gates open at Ray J at 6 p.m. I'm going to be tailgating beginning at 3. So if anyone's, what are you laughing?
With your old Destiny Child shirt?
What are you laughing at? You don't think I'm going to be tailgating in the parking lot for Beyonce tonight at Ray J?
You gonna bring pizza?
Does she have an opener?
I'm gonna have 29 pies from Sadie's Pizza in South Tampa. There.
yeah, her opener is going to be
For
Solange.
$1,000 right now, can anybody else name another member of Destiny's Child?
Hey, so here's the deal. I just got word that Andrew Duncan. I was supposed to have lunch with Andrew Duncan at Colony Grill today. So I'm supposed to have lunch, and Andrew Duncan can't make it. He's got to reschedule.
I cancel on you.
Will you stop? Something came up, I guess. No, but he asked to meet for lunch, so I said, of course. So Andrew Duncan cannot make it, and I had lunch like 11:30 planned at Colony Grill in Midtown. So should I show up and just invite listeners to join me?
It's a terrible idea.
Why is that?
Because the poor listeners have to sit with you.
But I kind of have a hankering for that great Colony Grill bar pie, you know?
Well, you could go with your other friends.
You know, it's that thin, crispy pie. It's not too filling. It's a great lunch. You know, it's $10 for the for the pizza. I
We
mean,
get
you
it.
can't beat it.
You like it.
So,
Yeah.
well, hey, should I invite listeners to join me for lunch at Colony Grill today?
Go for that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go ahead, do that.
You know, you have
I'm
nothing-
busy, but
You have nothing but time today. Go see MJ today. He'll be singing in the corner booth.
Well,
You're not buying. I mean, it's
it's
it's Dutch.
Yeah, we're going Dutch. I'm not picking up the tab. I'm going to pay for my $10.50 all cheese.
why don't you do that? Why don't you pay for everybody?
I'm not going to. No, I'm
What?
not.
Do
No,
something
I'm
kind
not.
for the public that's
Ugh.
given you so much.
Oh man, I'm torn on this one.
What do you think?
I say don't do it.
Why not?
Because you on the radio is really, really great, but meeting you in person is sometimes underwhelming.
What are you talking about? People love to. What the hell are you saying?
Somebody met you yesterday, and then I met the same person, and he was just texting me and saying how lovely it was that you and I talked to him, and he loved talking with you. Bernie.
Oh, is this the guy?
Bernie.
Oh, Bernie in the parking lot.
Yep.
Boy,
I saw you out there talking to him for 15 minutes.
What
You
wasn't
come
that
up to
long?
me.
No, Bernie was coming to the radio station to pick up a prize, and he's like, MJ? Oh, man, I listened to you. I spoke to Bernie in the parking lot. I love talking to our
Why don't you
listeners.
call Bernie and say, hey, you won the doubleheader. You're going to get lunch at where?
Colony Grill.
Okay, there.
What was that, Froggy?
I was just going to say, when people come up to me, I just simply stomp their foot.
All right, I'll tell you what. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be at Colony Grill in Midtown, getting a little crispy, delicious bar pie. It's a Stamford, Connecticut bar pie. So Andrew Duncan can't make it. We had a lunch meeting today, but he can't make it, and so I'll reschedule with him later in the week or early next week. But I'll tell you what, I've got such a
Hankering?
That's the word. I got such a hankering. I'm so looking forward to this Colony Grill. I'm going to be there at 11:30. That's when they open up. So 11th. If you want to meet me for lunch, folks.
Why don't you go?
Fessy, why don't you go with me? I might need some protection.
Now I'm the guy that's going to catch the bullet.
No. All right, I'm going to be at Colony Grill at 11:30. I'm going to go get a bar pie for lunch because I was just dreaming about this thing. So.
What if somebody comes in with like the worst teeth and breath and they sit next to you, they're like, hi, MJ, how's that bar? I'm glad you invited me.
This is spontaneous. This is not pre-promoted, but I am going to do it. 11:30 today. 11:30 is when they open. I'm going to be at Colony Grill in Midtown having the bar pie that I was going to have with Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo, but he's got to reschedule to next week. All right, so if you want to join me for lunch, join me for lunch later today.
MJ's paying.
Hey, it's in 3.5 hours. It's going to be 11:30. I'm going to have an early lunch. I'm not paying.
You're so sweet. I can't
I'm
believe
not paying. It's $10 for the pizza if you get a cheese, and it's like a couple of bucks for the topping, whatever. Anyway, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't promoted this. This is like just spontaneous.
Good luck with that, bro.
Yeah. Well, yes.
I'm just hoping this works out really well for
I'm going to bring Julian with me. That's what I'm going to do.
That's good protection. He's going to push you in front
And
of
then
the
I got to take Julian to the dentist. He's got to get a cavity filled at like 2 o'clock today.
Yeah,
So.
get it filled up with pizza first. Let the dentist really earn his money.
Yeah. Hey, Fester,
Yes.
what time is it? 9:08.
7. Yep. 8.
9. what
Sorry, I was looking at a different
All right,
clock.
so general radio rules, MJ just says the whole time.
Yeah.
We don't guess the minute.
What are you correcting me on the time now?
9:09. 9:09 now. 9:09.
Right. We in minutes, folks, I'll give you the new MJ Trip a Day song. So sometime between 9 and 9:20.
9:21.
You know what? It's got to just one up me, huh? Just one better. If I say it's 9:08, you got to say it's 9:09. That's it. Whatever. All right. So you know what? Let's just do it right now. Let's go with caller number 7. So caller number 7 later today. If you hear this song, you will win a 3-day staycation at Plantation on Crystal River. So this is the song you're listening for. You must be caller 7 at 800-990-1047 when you hear this song played later today. So it is guaranteed to play before 6 p.m. When you hear Prince, When Doves Cry, be the 7th caller, and you win the 3-day staycation. And When Doves Cry, if you don't know what that sounds like, and I'm sure many of you have never heard this song in your life, it sounds be caller 7 when you hear that song play later today. And then if you are caller 7, you win the 3-day staycation, Plantation on Crystal River. It's all part of the MJ Trip a Day. Now, what are you laughing at, Fester? You got this smirky thing going on. You got smirky smirk. What's going on over there?
Now, we had a bunch of people call in thinking caller 7 was now, and then Andrew had
No,
to go
I said
through the
let's do
lines.
caller 7.
Yeah, I know.
Caller 7 later today.
Later today.
All right.
Right.
Somebody sent me a story, and I had already seen this, actually. I had it sort of in the hopper for potential morons in the news item. And they said, hey, you ought to get Fester to do this, man. This would be great. And I had to write him back. It's like, well, we kind of did this years ago.
What is it?
Wedding Crashers.
Ooh, we did.
Yeah, so we did when the movie came out. What was that? Wedding
Dude,
Crashers.
no, you
was,
did it way before the movie because
Hold on, did we do
Old Froggy did that.
Oh, that's right. You're right. We did.
He did that with Scott.
We did Wedding Crashers before Wedding Crashers, the movie, ever came out.
Like a few years.
And that's where we sent the crew, like Fester and Froggy. You guys, we just sent them to weddings at like hotels, at receptions around the Tampa Bay area,
And still-
like on the weekends, like Saturday nights.
To this day, you can walk into any nicer hotel, and there's a wedding reception with maybe a couple of hundred people you just walk right into.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a Wedding Crasher story, but you guys didn't do this. This Wedding Crasher and this is a problem. This has happened in the past. We've talked about this over the years. This is not a new scam. This is not a new racket. Wedding Crashers that roll in, they go right to the gift table and they start stealing crap.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is. The latest here is out of Westminster, Colorado. This is in the Denver area. Police are searching for a wedding crasher who's wanted for stealing cards and gifts from several newlyweds over the past couple of months. The same guy has reportedly targeted weddings at 2 events, 2 different venues, both in the city of Westminster. Shayna and Armando Bonilla had their dream wedding at the Church Ranch Event Center on Sunday. The following day, the Bonillas went to look for all their cards and noticed they were missing. We searched through everything we brought home that day. No cards were anywhere, so we contacted the venue the next morning. General manager Eric Gardner said that that's when his team spotted the culprit. Multiple surveillance videos from the venue showed a man arriving on a motorcycle, putting on an orange construction vest, and then casually walking into the main lobby where the gift card and gift table were set up. And this dude just walked out with it. He said that he was with the shuttle service and that he knew what he was doing, said the general manager. He was watching our staff, and then as soon as everyone was out of the room, he went right for the gift cards. Went right and then took them and then left. Then they've got video of him getting on his motorcycle and gone.
That sucks.
Yeah. They have no idea how much that the suspect got away with, but they heard from multiple guests that some of the cards contained cash. So, cash. Clearly, you've got guests that can cancel their checks.
But if you gave cash, you're out of luck.
No canceling the Hello, Treasury Department. I'd like to cancel the $100 bill that I had inside the gift card that got boosted at the wedding.
No problem. Just read the serial number to me.
Want to cancel that bill?
There you go.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But that sucks, man. This has happened. This is not a new story. We've heard about this in the past, that people, normal wedding crashing, you just show up, you sit at an empty seat, you get free dinner, you enjoy the dancing, and
have a couple drinks maybe on their dime.
Open bar. I mean, that's normal wedding crashing. I mean, you know what? This is cretin wedding crashing when you steal their freaking gifts off the gift table. That's awful. Yeah.
So somebody wanted me to go to a wedding and steal?
No.
Okay.
No. They just said, hey, you ought to send Fester to crash weddings and not to steal, just to crash the wedding. And we've been there, done that. Back in, I think, the 90s, we did that here on the MJ Morning Show.
I've grown to a point where I've come to hate weddings.
It's been a long time. Roxanne, let's talk revenge porn.
Why are you talking to me about it?
To get the woman's perspective.
Okay, I'm sorry. Froggy, let's talk about revenge.
One of my favorite genres.
No, because it's a woman that got awarded $1.2 billion for revenge porn.
What?
Wow,
yes.
good for her.
I didn't say million, I said billion. I'm talking like Mega Millions Powerball money here. This is insane. A woman in Texas was awarded $1.2 billion in a settlement after a Houston jury ruled that she was the victim of revenge porn. The woman, whose initials were DL in the court documents to keep her privacy, filed a harassment lawsuit back in 2022 in Harris County, Texas, against her former boyfriend, Marquez Jamal Jackson. According to the suit, Jackson posted intimate images of his ex-girlfriend obtained while they were dating, posted them onto social media platforms, adult websites, with the intent to harass, embarrass, torment, humiliate, and publicly shame her. The lawsuit also accuses Jackson of tapping into the plaintiff's mother's home security system to spy on her. Holy crap. After the two broke up, also sent links to her friends and family to sites where the intimate, naked images were posted.
Yeah, this is not a good guy.
Nope. So what are the chances are that she, DL, is going to collect the $1.2 billion from boyfriend Marquez Jamal Jackson?
Odds are that Marquez...
Give me the odds on this.
That old MJJ, Marquez Jamal Jackson, doesn't have $1 billion floating around.
Let's look at it this way. The odds of winning like Mega Millions, that last big jackpot, I think it was like 1 in 306 million. The odds of getting paid from him are 0 in 0, okay?
Then why do the judgment like that?
Well, symbolic.
Well, also, can't she also put a lien on his entire life?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, his life is worth $7,409.
I'm putting a lien on it.
Yeah.
Okay, could we see like a law of unintended, what's the word? Unintended consequences?
Lean on me.
Where now women or men try to have revenge porn happen to them, try to be the victim of it so that they can win $1.2 billion.
You're coming up with some wacky crap lately. I don't know what's going on.
That's why I'm here.
Well, somebody, she's right. Somebody could try to put somebody together in a predatory way to win a judgment.
Yeah. So this is symbolic. There's no way. This is more like, victims of revenge porn, look at this massive jury award. But listen, she's not going to get paid out. In 2021, there was a woman in Maryland. She won $500,000 from a Michigan man who posted nude photographs of her online. California woman was awarded $6.45 million after her ex-boyfriend shared nude pictures and videos online. So nearly all 50 states, including Texas, have passed laws banning revenge porn. The exceptions are there's no ban on revenge porn in Massachusetts and South Carolina.
Good to know.
So if you're a sick fudgicle, then I guess you need to do your work in Massachusetts and South Carolina. How could they not have? How could they be the only two states that don't have revenge porn laws? I don't get that. Yes, Andrew.
She may not get it from him. Is she able to get it from the sites that hosted it?
No, this was a judgment against him, so not other sites. But that's a lot of money, symbolic. Hey, Blind Side update here on the MJ Morning Show. MJ News Alert, the Blind Side, which did blindside us. Did you see the latest on this? Now, if you don't know, Michael Orr, who was the subject of The Blind Side, that movie, it was a nice movie starring Sandra Bullock, about the white Mississippi family that took in this black orphan kid. What was his deal? It was like orphan or whatever. Anyway, he
had like an abusive mom,
yeah,
who was like a prostitute or something.
So he was a foster kid, whatever. So they took him in, and the story was they adopted him. And then it's just come out this week that he claims he was never actually officially adopted and that he was forced to sign a conservatorship, and he didn't know that meant that they were going to manage and take his money. He claims that they took millions from him because he went on to, a successful, played in the NFL for a little bit. And now the update on the already shocking story from earlier in the week, the update now is that he is accusing the family. The family's now accusing him. The Toohey family says that Michael Orr demanded $15 million or else he was going to take his bombshell report public, that he was never adopted and the whole story was sort of a fraud. So the family's now saying that Michael Orr went to them and said, pay me $15 million or else I'm going public with this deal. Wow. So they're claiming that they're now a victim of a big old shakedown.
Michael Orr.
Michael.
Pay me or else.
Orr. Nice. Oh, that needed a CSI. Do it again.
All right, go ahead.
Roxanne Caruso.
Go on, Roxanne.
Michael Orr. Pay me or else. It's hard to do that.
Bring it down from your diaphragm.
I know it's hard to do that voice. It's like gravelly.
Do it deeper.
Anyway, now here's the latest twist. Oh, and there's one other thing involving the story. Now fans want Sandra Bullock to lose her Oscar.
I saw that.
I mean, how is this Sandra Bullock's fault?
She just got done taking care of her dying husband for 5 years. Give the woman a break.
I think it was boyfriend or husband?
Husband.
Partner.
Yeah, I thought it was
a partner. I don't think
partner.
They were
I don't know. The guy she went with after Jesse James.
Yeah, that's a sad story.
Leave her alone.
Yeah, I like Sandra Bullock. So my heart goes out to Sandra Bullock with the illness, the long term.
She gets cheated on by that tattooed guy. Give her a break.
Yeah. So now you got people that are trying to make a movement and force Sandra Bullock to give back her Oscar for The Blind Side. She didn't perpetuate a fraud.
But I think we did start that yesterday. I think one of us said.
I never said that.
Maybe I said
it's not Sandra's fault. I mean, she's an innocent victim here. Anyway, she still acted in the movie based on the book. And Sandra Bullock did a great job. And she should not have to give back her Oscar. No. Whoever's starting this crap online, just stop.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it's not cool. I'm sorry. All right, 9:22 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. I am looking at the final pile of stuff that we got to jam and cram in the final segment of the MJ Morning Show coming up next. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial that you hear the last bit of the MJ Morning Show in minutes because it quite possibly is the best of the day. Saving the best for last, folks, here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, I just had... Froggy, I heard you chortle at my choice of rejoin music. Was that a sarcastic chortle? What was the issue?
Walking to some rich guy's house or something?
This is a little Boccherini, a little soothing, well-known classical piece.
This is every 80s movie where you're around a rich person. This is the music.
Would you rather me play something like...
You know,
Sure.
go back to the rich guy music.
The rich guy music.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes me want to enjoy some Grey Poupon.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Or maybe you'd rather... Anyway, so final chunk of the MJ Morning Show, 9:31. Roxanne wants to take a moment because Roxanne feels a little butthurt right now.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, that actually is a very accurate term.
I
for
think
what
it
you're
is.
going
No,
through.
it is. So Roxanne revealed that she was not going to be here tomorrow or Friday. And did you actually say you were taking your kids out of school?
Well, I said I'm taking a family vacation.
Taking a
'Cause
family vacation.
Remember, we were supposed to go to Michigan a couple weeks ago during the summer.
Yep.
And then Doug blew his back out.
Oh,
so we
that's
couldn't travel.
right,
He was going to be up there golfing. So we rescheduled a vacation. But not
How
to
is
Michigan.
Dig Dug's back right now? Is his back to normal?
It is. It's back to normal. Took a while, but
Okay.
yep.
How's his front?
And Doug, idiot.
You know how the back is. How's everything up front?
It's full frontal.
Tell us.
It's like Ken. It's like
back to
Ken.
normal.
It's like Ken the Ken doll.
Oh.
It's he's doing the Barbie thing. He had it removed. He had it lopped right off in celebration of Barbie.
So,
well, by the way, can I point something else out to you? The family, we're all going to be together because Chloe is done with her class, and Chloe flies home from New York tomorrow, so she's done with her NYU summer class. Julian is back. And we're all going to be together for a short amount of time before Julian starts college, like September 1st. Chloe goes back to school. She does her final semester at UNH up in New Hampshire, but we're together for a little bit, and they're trying to suck me into going to see Barbie Saturday morning.
You know what? I mean, just because you like to know things, I mean, if you see it, you can.
I don't want to see Barbie. Anyway, so
I almost got sucked into it on Monday, but then Doug said no, he didn't want our daughter to see it. So
because it's, I think the content is too adult-like for a 6-year-old girl.
I'm getting so many mixed reviews. Like some people say it is okay, some people say it's over the head. So who knows? But anyway.
All right, now back to you being a little butthurt here. So you said that you're going to be out tomorrow and Friday. You're going on a family vacation, and somebody surmised that means with your kids.
Yeah.
And you were attacked via text?
Well, it's always hard to read tone, right? So I'll give them a break. School just started, and you're already allowing your kids to miss school.
Why are you talking like this?
From the
oh my God.
I
can't believe this. You're taking your kid. School just started, and you're already taking your kid out of school.
As a teacher, come on. So this is obviously a teacher who's very bothered by me taking my child out of school. And I said, really, are you kidding me? I take my kids out of school for one day, and you find a problem with that? And, she had like damn near perfect attendance last year.
Yeah, she's going to have damn near perfect
So
attendance.
this year, it's going to be just a nasty hellhole-filled missing day fest for your daughter this year.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, but when I went to the parent-teacher the parent-teacher meet and greet, I told her, I said, I'm sorry, we're taking her out next week. Give us the homework. We'll do it while she's gone. It's first grade. They don't have homework. She's like, don't worry about it. We're just getting to know each other. Don't sweat it.
I'm sure it's not a big deal.
So we had a listener who's a teacher giving you give her hell, you give her hell, you give her hell.
So judge away.
Yeah. Wow. So do you have the name of this individual?
No, they didn't give me their name.
Why don't you just give out their phone number? Give out the. I'm kidding.
Listen.
Don't give out the phone number.
She's butthurt enough to do it. Easy, man.
No, it's bothering you. I can tell when stuff bothers you. It eats you alive.
Because it's nobody's business. If my kid sits at home with me and does homeschool, and I teach her what I do on the radio, which that's setting her up for a great career right there, then who cares?
Roxanne doesn't get agitated at much, but if you try to take a swipe at her maternal skills, she yokes up and takes it very personally and seriously.
Do you hear all the debris falling? Folks, that sound effect is that is the explosion of that house outside of Pittsburgh. The house that just blew to kingdom come. I mean, it is unbelievable. And after the show yesterday, guess what? Story came out that they have said what they think the issue was. So, home at the center of this explosion in Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh, Plum, Pennsylvania, the fire marshal is saying that the home had hot water tank issues. All right, now.
That's a hell of a hot water tank issue.
But wait a minute. The story had come out that it was not natural gas. So, come on. It had to be. Come on. How could it not be? It blew the house to pieces no bigger than a toothpick. It destroyed. Did you see the house? The concrete basement foundation was all that was left. You know, where they dig into the ground for the basement, like up north. And that was all that was left. The concrete basement shell, the whole house was gone. I mean, blown to freaking bits. The two houses next door to the left and the right were gone, obliterated. I mean, nothing but rubble. Not one thing distinguishable on all three of these houses. You know, I got a hot water. Come on. It had to be a natural gas fed hot water. Like at my house, I've got Tico gas, right? Is it still People's Gas or Tico? What do they call it? We used to have People's Gas, right? But now is it just Tico gas? Anyway, so I have natural gas in my home, as do many homes. Our stove is natural gas. My water heaters are natural gas. How could it not be natural gas and blow 3 homes to oblivion? That doesn't make it. You know what? I ought to call Joe the plumber.
Okay.
Let me see if let me call Joe Gonzalez Plumbing. Let me see if he's available. Take the call here. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to dial a number here. Hey, Andrew, pick up Hot 1 and see if Joe the plumber picks up from Gonzalez Plumbing. I got a hot water tank question. How can it do that? How can it blow? It's got to be a natural gas. What do you mean I must first dial a 1?
So listen,
dial
MJ.
a 1 for that?
Well, first of all, they probably saw that some of the gas lines might have been intact, but they didn't get to the hot water heater.
Right.
I mean, anytime there's a tragedy, the first rule of thumb is the first couple of reports you hear are going to be false, or they're going to be proven to be untrue.
All right.
What? All right.
A 1 or 0 plus the area code when calling this.
What the? It's an 813 number. Hang on a minute. I've never had to dial a 1. I've never had to do that. All right, Andrew, go ahead. I dialed a 1. The hell? And now what? It's oh, there we go. Okay, now it's on hold. See if Joe the plumber's available. I just have never heard of this. What? Hang on a minute. Now it says it's not necessary to dial. Oh, Jesus. What's going on? All right, let me just call him on my freaking cell phone. I'll hold it up to the damn... Unbelievable. Yeah, Joe has given me standing consent to call him live. Hang on a minute. This is crazy. I don't know if he's available. Guess we'll find out.
I can't talk right now. Sorry. Can I call you back, please?
Yeah. All right. Really? All right. I'm live on the show, but call me back.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, hey. Do you have one? Are you fixing something?
Yeah, I'm underneath the sink right now. What's up?
All right. Well, hang on a minute. We're live on the air, Joe. Joe's our plumber. So, Joe, they're saying that the home that exploded up in Pennsylvania, that the home had hot water tank issues. But then the earlier report said it was not a natural gas explosion. How could a water heater, if it's not natural gas, blow up 3 homes to splinters?
If it wasn't natural gas, it may be because they overrode all the safety protocols on the water heater, the temperature pressure relief valve, and it got sealed up. And when it got sealed up, it can explode. There's the show MythBusters used to be on TV.
Yep.
And they did a whole series of exploding water heaters. And then if you look at, there's a company called Watts, WATTS.
Right.
And Watts Regulators did a movie back in I think 1936 called Danger Lurks. And it's a great black and white video about water heaters exploding when you override the temperature pressure relief valve, and a bunch of water heater through a home.
But Joe, can it destroy a 3,500 square foot house and turn it into nothing bigger than a toothpick?
Maybe. Depends on how big the water heater is.
Yeah. All right, Joe.
All right, Joe. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, bye-bye. Listen, I got to believe that it had to be natural gas. I mean, when you see that video, and it's on our website, it's at mjmorningshow.com, and it's in stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, and the video link is up there from earlier in the week, and it is the craziest thing. The Ring doorbell down the street catches the video of the house exploding, and folks, there is nothing left. It is gone. A huge house is obliterated. It looks like Hiroshima.
All right, I'm watching the video of the exploding water heater. It's a pretty substantial explosion.
But it's not blowing a house.
It's not taking a house out.
No. And then the 2 houses next door are leveled where nothing is intact. Come on. It had to be natural gas. But they're saying that the house had water tank issues. I want to get to the bottom of that. That's insane. What time is it? 9:42. What else do I have to get to here today? Oh, the Wander Franco deal. So, as we speculated on yesterday's show, Wander Franco, the highly paid star shortstop of the Tampa Bay Rays. So now there are 2 underage accusations here. So on yesterday's program, I mentioned that there was a story out of the Dominican Republic that they're now investigating a claim there. So it appears to be, a claim here and a claim there? Here a claim, there a claim, everywhere a claim. Yeah, so, again, one of the individuals is 17. So Juan DeFranco, allegations of an improper relationship with 2 teenage girls after a 17-year-old made a complaint back in July. And Dominican Republic media is reporting that, and there's an investigation there. Now, the age of the alleged, and again, this is alleged. This, he's innocent until proven guilty. You got a couple of accusations here, but some of the other stories had potentially another accuser at younger than 17. I think, 14 was an age that was floating around.
Yeah.
But, what's going on here? Are we going to have any definitive answer? There's clearly a Major League Baseball investigation going on right now. But, this is a mess for the Rays. This is a star player. He's got this massive, $182 million contract or something. I mean, what a crazy story.
This is a mess for everybody. And by the time the investigation's done, we'll know everything.
I would imagine. So I don't know if there's going to be an arrest here or what the story is. But Diario Libre in Dominican Republic, they report that a complaint was filed against Franco, who's 22 years old, was filed by a 17-year-old girl back in July, and we think that's in the DR, but there's another complaint then apparently here in the United States. So, listen, he is 22. I mean, well, I guess 17,
Listen, there's laws for a reason.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, it's 9:44. We got to roll. Roxanne, enjoy your 2 days off.
Yeah, call me if you want to. Not tomorrow. I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but call me.
Call me if you want to, but not tomorrow, or maybe not Friday.
And listen, I was supposed to have lunch with Andrew Duncan today, Duncan Duo at the Colony Grill in Midtown, but he can't make it. He's got to reschedule for next week. But I'm going anyway because I'm drooling for a bar pie. So if you want to meet me, folks, since Andrew Duncan can't meet me for lunch, if you'd like to meet me for lunch,
by himself, sitting in the corner.
Yeah, Colony Grill, Midtown in Tampa. I'm going to get the bar pie. It's a small, little, thin, crispy bar pie. So good. So, hey, I'll see you there. I'm going to be there at 11:30. So I'm going to be there right around 11:30 if you want to join me for lunch. And I'm not paying. But it's only $10.50 for the pizza pie. So, all right, folks, have a great day. 9:45 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Have a great one. If you need to get a hold of me, it's MJ at MJMorningshow.com. We'll see you tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.